Once we get down to this room, we'll be greeted with lots of ads that we have to kill to unlock the doors for Sindragosa. Once we've killed all the ads, the doors will unlock and we'll be greeted with more ads. So we're going to kill both packs, and then we're going to kill both dragons that are hovering above us, and this will enable the Sindragosa fight, and Sindragosa will drop down in all her glory, and it's going to die very quickly. Now the fun part, we're going to go to the Lich King now, so we're going to turn around and go back up the stairs and turn right. Once we get up to the top, there'll be a teleporter. You have to right click it twice for some reason, I have no idea why, but once you right click it, we're going to click Upper Spire, and we're going to go straight. Once we hit straight into the middle of this room, there's a teleporter that's going to beam us up to the Frozen Throne, and that's where we'll be greeting the Lich King. Once we get to the Frozen Throne, we'll be clicking on Tyrion to enable the fight. He'll do some roleplay, and he's going to call out the Lich King. And then once he does that, it's your time to shine.
That we fought for the freedom and safety of our people. Remember, heroes, fear is your greatest enemy in these befouled halls. Steel your heart, and your soul will shine brighter than 1,000 suns. The enemy will falter at the sight of you. They will fall as the light of righteousness envelops them. Our march upon Icecrown Citadel begins now.
You now stand upon the hallowed ground of the Scourge. The light won't protect you here, Paladin. Nothing will protect you.
It's too far away.
Arthas!
I don't have a target.
I swore that I would see you dead and the Scourge dismantled. I'm going to finish what I started at Light's Hope.
I need to get closer.
You could have been my greatest champion, Fordring. A force of darkness that would wash over this world and deliver it into a new age of strife. But that honor is no longer yours. Soon, I will have a new champion. The breaking of this one has been taxing. Goes the atrocities I have committed upon his soul. He has resisted for so long. But
It's too far away.
Bow down before his king soon.
I'm out of range.
Never! I will never serve you! This is the beginning and the end, mortals. None scared to the Master will wash over this world.
Could it
as
be,
a
Lord
swarm of
If
death
Bolvar
that
lives, mayhap there is hope for
disrupted.
peace between the Alliance and the Horde. We must reach the top of this cursed place and free the Paladin!
By the light, it must be so.
Prepare the Skybreaker for an aerial assault on the Citadel! Heroes, you must fight your way to a clear extraction point within Icecrown. We'll try and rendezvous on the ramparts.
You have found your way here, because you are among the few gifted with true vision in a world cursed with blindness. You can see through the fog that hangs over this disturbance. The mask you dare trespass upon this hallowed ground. This shall be your final resting place.
It's too far away. I need to get closer. a target. I don't have a target.
Thank goodness you arrived when you did, heroes. Orgrim's hammer has already left. Quickly now, to the Skybreaker. If you leave
It's
soon,
too far
you
away.
may be able to catch them.
This ought to help.
You'll have my thanks. We were outnumbered until you arrived. Captain Muradin is waiting aboard the
Hello?
Skybreaker. We'll secure the
Thank
area
goodness
until
you
you are
arrived when
ready.
you did, heroes. Orgrim's hammer has
Skybreaker
already
infantry.
left. Quickly now,
Hold
to the
position.
Skybreaker.
Aye, aye.
If you leave soon,
too far
you
away.
may be able to catch them.
This ought to help.
You'll have my thanks. We were outnumbered until you arrived. Captain Muradin is waiting aboard the Skybreaker.
Can I
We'll
assist
secure the
you?
area.
I need a target.
Skybreaker infantry. Hold position.
Aye, aye.
I mean, it's like so I own I own a restaurant, right? And like it just,
Fire
it
up
just,
the engines.
amazes
We
me.
got a meeting with Destiny, lads. Hold on to your hats!
No, it's like so we give. Yeah, we give 4 ounces of ranch for a salad, which is like too much. But you know,
I don't know why
we
this
need a
is
little
so
extra, but
funny.
It's too much. It's amazing how many people need 12 ounces of ranch for a salad.
What in the world is that?
I mean, like
Grab
an
me
entire
spyglass,
bottle
crewman.
of ranch.
Buy me own beer. Horde, sailing in fast and hot!
That's enough. Alright.
Evasive action!
but
Man the
you
guns!
How many calories are in ranch? Like ranch, I hate to tell you, is half mayonnaise. Right? It's half.
Cowardly dogs! I didn't warn you, scoundrels! Onward, brothers and sisters! This is not your land. What's this then? You won't be taking this son of Iron Forge's vessel without a fight!
That means you ate
I don't know who you think you are, mister.
which is
But I got a
1200.
score to settle with Arthas. And you're not getting in me way. Fire! All guns! Fire!
It's a
Fire!
salad. It's good for me.
Oh yeah, that's what they think until they pour like, you know, a cup and a half of mayonnaise.
He's still going. You should talk to Nat about ranch because he actually calls the restaurants to make sure they give him extra ranch.
The same thing too is like most of the people that eat ranch would never touch what goes in ranch. Like, what do y'all think the main flavoring of ranch is?
Ranch.
Well, no, it's onion powder and garlic powder.
Stay against this back.
Let's get a move on then!
For every Horde soldier that you kill, for every Alliance dog that fell, the Lich King's armies grew. Even now, the Valkyr work to raise your fallen. As Scourge, things are about to get much
I mean, you
worse.
better just pull. You better
Come,
just pull your.
taste the power that the Lich King has bestowed upon me.
A lone orc? Against the might of the Alliance?
I mean, it just makes me sad.
Charge!
I mean, look, I had a cop come in one time, get a side salad. Right? We're talking like,
Dwarf.
I don't know, it's like a pint of lettuce. Dude put 12 ounces of ranch on
By the might
it. Like,
of
I'm not
the
even
Lich
kidding,
King,
12 ounces of ranch for a side.
I
Target.
am released.
Like, it was like ranch soup with some green stuff.
Maybe he's taking a diet off of donuts. Don't judge.
Hey, leave him alone, dude. Darcel, show us.
That was
on the
Sour
ranch
Fangs
bottle
boy,
where
the
1,000
Horde
INR
commander at the Wrath Gate. Such a tragic end. What in the? There in the distance.
Oh my god, I'm dying. Oh man, I'm dying. I'm crying. Like this is hilarious.
It's the one that summons ads. I can send you a link or a
Soldiers, fall in! Looks like the Horde are coming to take another shot.
It's a wedge.
Hey,
The
that's
chill
big.
of
Those
this
wedges,
place
man.
freezes the marrow of my bones. I can feel the Lich King reaching out, watching us.
He's so mad. He's
Because,
so mad.
like, the restaurant makes you work to eat your
Don't
vegetables.
force me hand,
Like, they put
orc.
less flavor and
We
just
can't
be
let
like,
you
"You
pass."
sell it," you're like, look at these idiots. They're gonna cut up their own lettuce.
Behind you lies the
Sorry,
body
the
of my
target.
only son. Nothing will keep me from him.
Oh my god, this is great.
I can't do it. Get back on your ship and we'll spare your life.
I don't have a target.
Darcel, you've been hurt, my friend. Like, I feel for you.
Stand down, Muradin.
Darcel ruined Caesar.
Let a grieving father pass.
I need a target.
No! You killed Stinky! You bang! Fun time!
Ko kills Ilnot.
Just an ordinary gas cloud. But watch out, because that's no ordinary gas cloud.
I will not forget this kindness.
Alright, so
I
this is what's
thank
going
you.
on with Pyros.
Before this video begins, I want to set a content advisory for those who are watching.
I was
and
not
listening,
active.
because there's some, very
But the
strong
soldiers who
language,
survived
and I think
told me
essentially
much
if you
of
were
what happened.
listening in the presence of Yugla,
Your son
perhaps this is
fought
a
with
video
honor.
that would be best served with
He
headphones.
died a hero's
This is a video
death.
that we will explore at a later
He
time
deserves a hero's
when
burial.
the kids are not around. Now that all being said, I will include a link to this full clip if you guys want to go watch it for yourself and you don't care for my commentary and my thoughts on the subject matter at hand. That being said, what you're going to see has been edited down to essentially to highlight the key points
Hide your
of
kids,
that.
hide
But
your
I would
wife.
still encourage you to go watch it.
Why are you
because
crying?
Any of the context that I cut out ends up
Vesterga,
leading to
you were always my
misunderstanding
favorite.
of
Next to
what's
Rotface.
intended. With that
The good
disclosure
news
out of the
is
way,
that you left
we'll
behind
get into
so
it,
much
and we'll
gas.
talk about
I can
essentially
I'm proud of my
taste
king.
it.
What a fucking intro.
Muradin, secure the
What a
deck and
fucking
prepare our
intro.
soldiers for an assault on the upper citadel.
Oh my god.
I'll send
Just
out
flat
another
out,
regiment from
It's
Stormwind.
definitely inferior when we're talking about the capabilities of the console. Yeah, it is.
Right away, Your
Doesn't make the
Majesty.
people inferior, but that's what people infer from it. No question mark? Yes question mark? Yes question mark? Yes. Console's better, IMO? Right. Okay. Right. Said no one fucking ever who sat down in
True.
front of a 165 hertz screen. No one in their
Ready
in
to
the history
work.
of the universe
Oh,
has ever
work,
sat
bro.
down and played at 165 FPS and then said, "I want to go back to 30." You're fucking full of shit. I came over and
he's
gave
right.
the game a chance and learned to love it. And fell in love with it. It's just like I can't. The logic is not computing in my brain. I can't connect my wires with what you're saying. I can't find the logic and reason in what you're saying. Commutes are vastly different than a console preference. It's not one-to-one. Ban this
Good
fucking
news, everyone.
Fucking ban that idiot.
Get him
I
out of
think
here.
I-
Yep.
Bad
There we go.
news, everyone.
Fucking ban him.
I love it.
don't
But
think
he is
I'm
right.
going
Why
to
ban him?
make it.
Oh my god. I can't believe it.
Ban him
I
too.
can't believe.
Ban him too.
People don't agree with me. Ban them all.
There we go.
Guys, it's not about the
The
fact
Mad
that they're
King.
not agreeing.
Let's go.
You guys are such low fucking IQ, dude.
Yeah,
Look at
true.
your dumb ass remarks in the chat, bro. They don't agree with me. Oh, I gotta ban them. That's not why they're getting banned, you fucking idiot.
Yep.
Pyromance is the only smart person on the internet. We're all retards compared to him. Look, dude, I'm not gonna say that word. I wish you wouldn't have said that because we don't say that word here on Twitch. Thank you, sir. Enjoy your ban. But with that being said,
Oh, no, all right. That's one thing I'll stop you on. But if you don't like people saying the word, just blacklist it in your chat. Then nobody'd be able to say it. Yeah, just blacklist the word. Like that's yeah, like just blacklist the word. Like problem solved.
If you're gonna act like a fucking idiot, maybe expect to get treated like a fucking idiot. Maybe if you're not gonna stop and think before what you say,
true.
Get what the fuck you get when you say it.
There it is.
How about that?
Ooh.
Because that's exactly the way you guys treat me.
There it is. Yep.
You guys do that same shit to
Ready
me.
your arms, my argent brothers.
So don't
The
pull that
Vrykul
fucking
will
double
protect
standard
the Frost
bullshit.
Queen
You try to
and
turn it
their
around
lives.
because I have to sit here.
Even dying here
fucking
beats
have to
spending
listen
another
to
day
all
collecting
you and all your
reagents for that
bullshit.
madman Finkelstein.
As soon as I decide I don't want this fuckface in my chat anymore, now I'm the bad guy because I've taken control of who I want in my stream and who I don't.
Be a man. Ban him.
Idiots, man.
Fuck him. True.
You may have once
we gotta take it a step
but
further.
now you are nothing more than a traitor. Come, your second death approaches.
Because that's all we're good for. That's what our life amounts to. Is sitting in Twitch chat, fucking sitting there, waiting for Pyro to get mad so that you can poke him with a stick.
Yep.
Get a fucking life,
The
dude.
reinforcements will
I
arrive
gotta
shortly.
say, like, this is just
We
like
must
the
bring her
biggest
down
mistake
quickly.
you can ever make. I'm gonna tell you why. Is that so whenever a
Foolish
chicken
croc,
starts to bleed,
you brought my reinforcements with you. Arise, Argent champions, and serve the Lich King in death.
until the chicken
Comes, perhaps you were right.
All of the pain is gone.
Don't
You
bleed.
must
That's a
join me in
peckin'
the
party.
eternal embrace
That's
of
right.
death.
Don't bleed. If you
I'll
have
draw her
people that get
attacks.
you pissed
Return
off,
our brothers to their
mad,
graves. Then
the
help
best
me
thing
bring her
that you
down.
can do, never show weakness. Ever show
Strength
weakness.
is returned. Press on, Sarah. Grant me the favor to lay these foul creatures to rest.
You, man. That's what it is. Absolutely. You say stuff like this, but you mauled constantly. Guys, I think you should brush your teeth every day. Actually, to be fair, I do that. Guys, I think you should go to bed at a reasonable hour so you can wake up in the morning and be able to go about your day without being completely tired. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Now, do I do this? No, absolutely not. I stayed up until 1 a.m. last night. Nope, I didn't do that. But I know it's a good idea. I know, like, theoretically, like, this is what you're supposed to do. But it's just not what I do. Why? Because I'm an idiot. Only 1 a.m.? Bro, I wake up at 8 in the morning. You understand that? Like, I wake up 8 in the morning. Like, I have to get up. I get my stream ready. I go and I go to the gas station. You know, I wake up early. And so, like, that's 7. I'm not really 8 in the morning. I wake up like 8:30, right? But, like, yeah, it's early. Only 8? Yeah. You wake up at 4 a.m.? Bro, shut up. Like, you wake up at 4 a.m., you say, just tell me you wake up late. Like, that's more late than early. 8 a.m. is early. It is early.
Today's the worst stream I've ever had on Final Fantasy. The worst one.
This is the worst stream you've had on Final Fantasy so far.
One ever, dude. And I know part of it is because of my attitude. I know that I am fucking... I get heated, bro.
Yeah,
I swear. I can be short and condescending, all right?
I'll remain an informed Tyrion of our progress.
But so has everybody
press on
else.
and
The
bring
whole
down
time.
Sindragosa.
I'm mad about the 10 assholes in
Look,
chat out of
champions.
1,800 people.
The loss of our comrades was unpreventable. They lived and died in the service of the Argent Crusade.
There'll be like 6 people in chat. I'll be like, you guys agree? And everyone's like, yes. There's one guy's like, no. I'm like, well, fuck you, bitch. Okay, so you guys don't agree. All right. Well, here, let me explain it another way. And I pull up Microsoft Paint and I make another graph, right? Like, it's just, that's just what happens, right? It's just what fucking
Beware
happens.
the dangers that lie ahead.
Yeah, it's just...
And do try
like,
to remain in one
The thing is, I feel bad for Pyro because I feel like I do the same stuff, but like, I guess like people don't pop off on me as much, but they don't get mad as much about me at it or whatever. Like, here's a, yes, Asmon Gamer moment, exactly. Yeah, I do the same stuff. No, you don't? I think the difference with me is that, like, what I've learned to do is that eventually, whenever I figure, like, I've hit the, like, we've gone in circles 7 times now, right? We don't need to do 8. I finally decide, you know what? All right. I'm going to just tell people, like, listen, this is how I think, this is how I feel. That's it. It is what it is.
Dude, okay. Do you not understand that I'm mad at you when you make comments like that? You're winding yourself up over a UI.
Yep.
I can't handle you guys. You guys need to fucking literally go out and interact with real fucking people and have real fucking interactions and real conversations and real stuff.
I don't think it's fair for me to ask you to go through my entire library to find the context for which that we're about to discuss. So the TLDR is, for the longest time, especially since Pyromancer came into Final Fantasy XIV.
There is some validity in what he's saying, right? Is that a lot of people get pressed and mad. Like, you see this in Banishers, for example. Some guy just, like, randomly pops off because I said something like, cat girls are hotter than bunny girls. And he's like, I can't believe you would say that. You're a fucking freak. And you know, he gets so mad at me for something like this, which, by the way, it's true. I mean, it's obviously true. But, you know, this is what people think. And they get furious about this. Streamers are not gods. Streamers are not these infallible beings. They are not these, this ideal to ascribe to. Streamers are mostly middle-aged men, younger to middle-aged men, sitting in their house, yelling in a microphone, playing a video game that they're probably bad at, that they've played for the last 10 years. Why are you expecting a person like that to have, like people get pressed about shit all the time. Like, people get mad about shit in real life all the time, like stupid shit, right? Do you remember, like, this is what I said before, right? That Gideon video where he goes to the bowling alley with a coconut. And there's like 3 pyromancers just there at the bowling alley. They're just there at the bowling alley. Like, this is normal.
I'm content creator. I have pondered, and with others have pondered, what will life look like once the content that he likes to consume has
You are
really run its
fools
course.
who have
And I'm not
come
going
to
into
this
the
place!
raids, and I'm not going
The
into that
icy
to
winds
find
of Northrend will
content and find
consume
joy
your
in Final Fantasy XIV.
souls!
Far from it. Essentially, what is kicking up a lot of the frustration and trauma in the community is a video that I talked about over on Ginger Prime, focusing in on how the community itself kind of imploded today. But beyond rehashing that video, what I want to focus in on is the content creator, not as an...
I think that the idea that every action that occurs inside of Final Fantasy is a direct reflection of the community of the game is very surface level, and I think is very bad. I don't like this. I find it unfair. There are millions of people that play Final Fantasy XIV, and if 75 of those people are hostile in a Twitch chat, that does not mean that the community is bad. Also, it does not mean that that's even the Final Fantasy community in the first place. There are people who watch Pyromancer that are not really in the Final Fantasy community. They just watch Pyromancer. Why do they watch him? There are some people that watch him because they don't like him. How do I know that? Because I've got some of those people myself. And you see them in the band.
Goodbye, my
This happens
friend.
all the time. This is WowG trolling him. Wow, I would have never expected 4chan trolling someone to make them mad. How could this have ever possibly happened? How did this get through the Norton cybersecurity? How did this get through Norton and McAfee? You're telling me 4chan, the hacker, got through Norton and McAfee at the same time and Windows Protector Shell? Oh my God. And he got all the way into the Twitch chat? Oh, he's breaking through all the barriers. He's unstoppable. Listen, guys, it's just every time that something bad happens in Final Fantasy, this is not an indictment of the Final Fantasy community. It's just not. It's such a stupid thing to say. It's the same thing with WoW. It's whenever it happens as a habit. Like, this is a habitual thing that happens regularly. So I could say something like, for example, Final Fantasy, like criticizing Final Fantasy in general, or not liking the story is generally, like, the community will spurg out on you for that. Like, they absolutely will. They will react emotionally, and in my opinion, partially irrationally because of that. They'll get really, really upset. Now, why am I saying that's the community and this isn't? Because this doesn't always happen. That does. That's the difference. You can't look at one point on a graph and say, here's where the line's going. You have to have multiple points. Like Quinn, yes. Here we go. Toxic streamer equals toxic chat. No, I don't agree with that. I think there are plenty of streamers who are positive, who are still have toxic viewers. Of course, and also like this is a symbiotic relationship. You have a toxic chat all the time, it's gonna make you toxic too. I think the only reason that streamers and that viewers say that is they're trying to hand wave their own hostile behavior by rationalizing it,
You
saying
thought
that it's
us
the streamer that
defeated
caused
so
them to do it. I think it's
easily.
bullshit.
The Sand Lane are the Lich King's immortal soldiers.
Attack
Now,
on who he is
you
as a
shall
human being,
face their
but as a
might
critique
combined.
overall to the points that he's making
Rise
in
up,
this rant
brothers,
video,
and destroy
also kind
our
of that I'm
enemies.
not surprised by it, and I don't know if that in and of itself is surprising. So I feel like I should
Naxanar
owe
was
you guys
merely
some
a
context
setback.
to what's been said
With the
publicly
power
and
of
what
the
we've talked about
orb,
behind the scenes.
Valinor will
Now,
have his
ultimately,
vengeance.
Both of those are the same conversation. What does the content for Pyromancer look like once the content, the story, the hype behind Endwalker has all but gone away, and then tapping that into Pyromancer being, I would say, a man of passion, based off of the first
my
episode
queen!
where he really kind of exploded onto the scene, especially within the Final Fantasy XIV
World of
community,
Warcraft.
on the backs of everything going on with Blizzard.
Yep.
To now,
That video,
where he's exploding at the.
That video on my channel has like over 1 million views, and I remember it was him, and he's like this, and it says like it was all for nothing. Holy shit. Yeah, 2 million? It's crazy, bro. Over 2 million. Oh my god. The difference between my stream and the others is very thin hairline. I think that I'm not really that much. I think really the reason why I don't know. I'll talk about more like at the end, but yeah, that's it. But I'll talk about more
based off of decisions that Square Enix has made. Now, these decisions Square Enix has made were made years ago. They were part of the terms of service that we've all agreed, and people have continued to push and push and push on that line.
Yeah.
And now, especially after coming off the Ultimate, a lot of the drama that's been surrounded with that, Square Enix has no choice really but to enforce their policy and etc. And that's why Pyro deleted his stream, his VOD. And so this moment now lives on somebody else's channel, and that's again going to be linked in the description of this video for you guys to get the full context.
You
Pyro's
have
passion
made an
for the game and his
unwise
opinion is his own.
decision.
And I think essentially I don't really fault anybody who's willing to get up,
But
put themselves on
we
camera,
were all
become
getting
an
along.
entertainer, especially somebody who promotes
So-
Final Fantasy XIV, but beyond just the promotion of any one single game, I have had long standing reservations that playing just one game is actually very, very unhealthy, and the content creation aspect is kind of now a predictable cycle of hype, grind, and then explode. And that's
Yeah, that's actually true. This is a very good insight. I think that being a one-game Andy is only a recipe. It's a recipe for disaster. And this is one thing that I learned playing WoW. Think about how long it took to be successful. Like just generally successful. I had a lot of success very early on. Dark Souls 1 and 3. I mean, this was like they were the most popular streams on Twitch at the time. Let's be honest. Yeah, it did. Look at Tyler 1. No, and you're right. Tyler 1 does what he wants to do, and that's, I think he does fucking amazing, right? But don't go and look at one person and say, oh, this one person has this one thing.
Praise
so
for
like
the mouse.
what you say
Praise
is
for the
general
mouse.
advice about the other 1,000 people.
We'll
it's
grant
not
you a
true,
swift death,
because there's that
Arthas.
one person.
More
that's
than
just
can
that
be
one
said
person.
for
It's
the
same thing with
thousands
WoW,
you've
right?
tortured
I
and
streamed
slain.
WoW exclusively. I only streamed World of Warcraft, and my stream was massively successful. It was, and it was great. And it's not like you can't do it, but whenever you do that, you do have a huge problem. You have a massive issue. Is that whenever you run into a content drought or something like this happens, you get put in a position where it's like, well, what do? Do you continue playing the game that you want to play that maybe you don't want
So
to play as
be
much
it.
because you've already played
Champions,
everything? Do you play another game and lose a bunch of your viewers and then like, you know, maybe potentially send your channel into a death spiral? There's a lot of like streamer fucking, you know, existentialism that goes on there, right? And it's just unfortunate. It's the case, it's a game, it's not you. Yeah, exactly. So like, this is what happens with a lot of people. Right? It doesn't work if you're not an interesting person. That's why many people fail. And that's the fucking truth. And I will say this because I'm an asshole, is that a lot of people are not successful variety streamers because they're fucking boring. They're fucking boring and they have a shit personality. That's why. That's the fact. And you can go, oh, it's not. No. And like, you know what I learned? Is that there are games that make me boring. There are games that give me a shit personality. And you know what I did? I stopped playing those. Because I can acknowledge, like, wait a second, this isn't really my thing, right? It puts me in a weird spot. So, like, I think this happens. Which games? Any game where I have to read a menu. Yeah, so any game where I have to read a menu, that one's off the table. Yeah, we can't do that. And, yeah, so Lost Ark, you know what? I love Lost Ark. I think Lost Ark's fucking great. So, yes, just in general, you know what I mean, right? And anyway, I just feel like it is, like, really stressful. I think there's, like, an underlying stress for that with, like, any games. You see WoW streamers go through this, Final Fantasy streamers especially go through this, because here's what happens with Final Fantasy, and I've seen this happen with a lot of content creators in Final Fantasy in general, is that they go through the MSQ, and then after the MSQ is over, they don't really retain those viewers because those viewers were just there to watch the MSQ, and then after that's over, they're gone. And that's the way it goes. But what you have to understand is that those people were never really your viewers.
Light.
It's like, for example,
Grant
like
me one
I'll go
final
and
blessing.
I'll get
Give me the
I don't know, like
strength
100 to 200,000
to shatter these
viewers,
bonds.
right? Whenever I watch like a brand new announcement for a game or something like this, it happens pretty regularly. It's great. But those people are not my viewers. Those are people that just want to watch me watch that content. So you have to look at like building up an inner community and
No more
growing that slowly.
No more
And you can't
lives
look
will be
at,
consumed
hype
by your
viewership
hatred.
as the norm, basically. And so yeah, that's it. And still have preach though. Well, there's other people that are exceptions, right? I'm not going to go through and say who is and who isn't an exception.
Is the moment of reckoning.
Whenever many streamers finish the MSQ in Final Fantasy, their viewership goes down drastically.
champions of the
Am I
light.
wrong? Am I fucking wrong? Like, I mean, there it is. So, like, yes, I'm not looking for exceptions or anything like that, but that's generally what I'm saying. So this happens, and I think this is going to be the case for sure. But people need to understand that that's not always their fault. Sometimes that's
get them out right here.
Never wrong, Papa Daddy.
100%.
Well, because if I am fucking
True
damned.
that.
Let's watch Pyromancer.
It's essentially kind of what I see happening here in his content.
Yeah.
Now he's frustrated, he is asking questions, but essentially something obviously happens, and he goes on to say, talking about this isn't his best stream. He knows that he's bringing a part of this negativity to the stream, and it ends up just obviously creating this epic gamer moment in which that these two worlds collide, and I'm sure that
Somebody said in chat that I'm wrong about HEB Turkey. HEB is a grocery store, and basically, like, so they never stock turkeys. And what happens is, like, I will go to HEB, and I'll want to get a turkey, and there'll be 17 chickens and 0 turkeys. Like, that's not true. Number one, it's not true. Blackjack, thanks for the 5 subs. I appreciate that. It's not true. Like, I'm not wrong about this because there are people that look for turkeys and then they leave. You can afford to stock 2 turkeys a day. Okay? You can have 2 turkeys a day. It's fine. Like, you can do this and it's okay. It's not like we don't need 20 chickens. They're not that great. I did go to KFC last night with my dad, and it was pretty good, to be fair.
were raised, and bans obviously from his content, or from his community rolling out. The long-term effects is something that I'm more interested to understand as a content creator myself, but as a data analysis. One of the things I've really enjoyed, and what you actually would see in the top 100 content creators of Final Fantasy XIV video on this channel, or in my How Asmongold Impacted the Final Fantasy XIV
No,
community
we
video.
watched that.
Pyromancer and Preach
There's a
were
video
the
about
top
It's a great
two
video.
beneficiaries from all of that wave.
Yeah.
From that last wave, it ended up really having a massive, massive impact on who they are as content creators, their viewership over on Twitch and on YouTube. And tip of the hat to them, and congrats to them. I don't see this as kind of a negative on Final Fantasy, and that's obviously my bias. People think that we should, only talk about, a game in a certain light and present it a certain way. I don't subscribe to that theory and that philosophy, because I believe all conversation is promotion, especially of that game, and I see that happening personally time and time again. I see people talk about how bad a game is, only to be messaged by other people saying, hey, we should go check out the game, I hear it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Or, hey, it's been a while since we played that game, I remember how tough it was, let's go relive that for a little bit. And so I do get these messages recently for Lord of the Rings Online, just as an example. Josh Drive Hayes made a video apparently, and now all of a sudden people want to play it, regardless of whether he says anything positive or negative about it. It's really about having that conversation and it being a part of what people are talking about. The add-ons things I think is the catalyst, but what I think Pyro showed us today is it actually is something deeper, perhaps a frustration, perhaps he's just having a day, perhaps whatever insert thought that you might have regarding of it, but here we are, and here's his moment, and here's where the community has to make a decision, and that is essentially what I think is what I'm waiting to see what happens next. My prediction has always been, and especially with anybody who's I've talked to that has been following Pyromancer for a long time, is that they would say this is pretty much his standard laissez-faire. This is his standard process. He has these moments. He has these times where he ends up...
this is not a Pyromancer epic gamer moment. This is not Pyromancer's epic mega meltdown. This is Tuesday. Yeah, this is Tuesday. That's all. And so yeah, that's all there is to it. And so yeah, it's the same as like people, like there are a lot of people, if they said and they did stuff that like I would do or he would do on stream, this would be a big deal. But nobody talks about it whenever I do it, because it's like, yeah, he does this all the time. It's who cares, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Just fighting with chat and arguing over whether something that's important or something that's complete nonsense. But he loses his cool, he loses his, honestly his, for lack of a better term, even despite the fact that I gave you the content warning at the start of this video, I'll try to remain myself.
He gets pissed off. He gets fucking mad. Yeah, I get it. This happens, like, I think that the reason why is, like, you have streamers that are really bad at video games, and people fucking hate them for it. You have, like, I think DSP, Darkside Phil, and Wings of Redemption. These are two big examples of people that are not amazing at video games,
King's
but
honor,
people fucking hate them for it. And then you have other people that are also not amazing at video games, and people don't hate them for it. Because it's not about getting mad. It's not about how you act, really. It's like a likability level.
Light bless you.
So, like, if somebody has a very low level of likability, people will perceive their mauling and their blow-ups as, instead of funny,
Looking for something
they will
specific?
perceive them and as shitty, and like it will make them mad, right? Renzi, thank you very much for the 5 gifted subs, right?
See you
And
around.
so being likable is the most important thing that you have to do whenever you're a streamer. Being likable and being entertaining. That's the only thing. You don't have to be good at games. You don't have to be, well, at least for a guy, right? It's a lot harder for a girl that's not attractive to be popular. It's just the truth. But for a guy, you don't have to be attractive. You don't have to be really consistent. You just have to be likable. That's it. That's the only thing. Yeah, Mizkif is not like an...
Yeah. Oh, choker again! Fucking hell.
Great time food.
Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on a sec.
Did anyone see the time we took?
Nope. 119 according to the DKP timer.
Oh,
What? Wait, what? I need a bid on that. What happened?
Did you bid on it, Cliff?
No, I need a bid on that. I'm lagging. I'm at like 800 MS. I can't fucking
Okay.
see shit.
Okay. Mhm.
I'm going all in on it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Everything I got. You can take everything. 349.
I'm gonna bait you, Cliffy.
Why is mine getting an error? Why am I getting?
I'm getting errored as well.
Yeah.
I can't bid.
You know when I was trying to
Okay,
bid, it said errors.
Okay, wait a second.
Because it was fine for me.
No, it didn't work.
Okay, guys, just hang in there. Since the raid is over, I'm just gonna full broadcast everyone again, and then we'll do it from there, alright? So just take it easy. I'll do a full broadcast to everyone. And then after that, I'm gonna delete that entry one by Ellie, and then we'll do it again.
It's very laggy now, you can see 600.
Seems like
Glory
I think
to the
something to do with Asia,
Sindora.
because like
Remember
Cliff
the
and
sun
you are
well.
all you having a bit of latency issues. Okay, I'm gonna take out the choker lead entry. I'm gonna redo it again, and then they keep saying I'm out of range though. Fuck. As we've said, the choker has dropped multiple times and it's all gone to casters. If you have the DKP.
Why are we giving this to healers if you can
It's
get
too far
animated
away.
chain neck? It's one spell power less. Why would you give it's BIS for casters until AQ? Why would you give it to a healer?
Because we're DKP, we're not.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be just saying, oh, you can't bid on that.
It's one less than the.
Yeah, I know.
Intel. There's more intel. Means more mana pool and more.
Animated chain has no intel.
I mean, it's
Okay,
bullshit to do that to a
intel.
healer.
It's for healers.
Look, certain healers would actually do benefit from it because certain healers can play, like for instance, Shockadins or Smite Priest, and they all benefit from it. And if they ever go as Shadow Priest, that's an option as well. Like I said, we've given 4 or 5 chokers to all casters already. 1 to a healer. It's not such a big deal. It honestly isn't.
It's just stupid. It's just really stupid. It's BIS for casters until like AQ. So I don't understand. One spell power.
Let's not discuss
What's the
this
spell
now.
power, bro? We just told you.
Yeah.
It's got intellect on it. Animated chain has no intellect.
Alright.
Like, mana pool is fucking important for healing.
Can we do the? Okay, let's do this again. I want to see if you really want it. I want to see full bits on it with all your DKP, man. Not good. Yeah.
Why on my DKP says I got 113 and then it says now I got 61? What it says big.
So there's no parity or
in on this item?
Whisper me, just whisper me who at the top is.
Is okay.
Whisper me, whisper me, whisper me.
That's it, Logie.
No, I mean whisper me, not the bit. Talk and whisper me. Yeah. Okay, officers, give us a second. Into chat now.
Come on, guys.
Right.
That's it, boy. Right now, who's the loot pig?
It's me.
Definitely me.
Wow, what a good Kevs, don't be a type. Please, Kevs.
Why do I suddenly have 83 DK?
I had this belt for Shadow hectic game. Jade.
Why is there so much drama? They rolled it, I get it.
Yeah. There's no need to argue, mate. Stop being a loot pig. Go.
Like it actually says increases damage and healing done by magical spells and effects up to the.
That's it.
I don't know why it fucking matters if it's a caster or a healer.
At the end, it benefits the guild.
And I agree.
It's not like it's going to a stranger. It's like someone in the guild. So, it's all about progress. Logie got slapped.
Slapping hard.
And by yayo, so you know it's gonna hurt.
Fuck.
Wait, what's going on? I was just thinking, we actually having a discussion about this.
Apparently, yeah.
Isn't that the reason why they have these papers?
That's a lot of people in officers chat.
Yeah, you better go all in, bruh. Otherwise, Lioness is going to beat you. God.
Come on, man.
It works more. Let's do this.
You know SWAT?
SWAT.
Did you know Fatal?
Yes.
That was a really good point one. Made it so much improvement, I think.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was like so much cooler than hardcore, like warrior point.
Twitch stream to see if I could hear the conversation.
Nice one.
It's so fucking stupid.
You can't get better than.
Who won it?
Why is being a loot pig?
It'll drop again.
It would seriously be like a brutality blade dropping and be like, Warriors can't roll on it, only rogues. It's like they should both be able to roll on it.
Does anyone want to like make a port to Ironforge and we can head there now so we don't have to wait for everyone?
We should make a drama when QSR drops.
What if your SWAT drops?
Should just be flat out DKP, guys. I mean, that's why we have DKP system.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we have DKP, not loot camp.
It should be that way, because you bring this to DKP system. And DKP system is like, frankly, no argument.
Hello.
Hey, we're done yet?
We're trying to wrap this up fast.
Oh no.
But?
But it's not happening, so hopefully we'll be back very soon. I'll be back.
Oh, we got you.
I don't know if the DKP system works. Could they just do the other items while they're waiting on this thing?
Because they're all the officers. Fucking listen to.
Should be one more raid with DKP for this, right? Good luck player is now till next Thursday.
I'm pretty sure Dom has said that the ban on Curia was tank prior, guys, so it's gonna be another drama.
How many tanks have... Okay.
That's it, Logie!
Which tank doesn't have the ban of Akuria?
Me.
Me.
Hello, Dora.
Björn, Warstride.
I don't know, Bandidle.
Ah, Wild. Surely it goes to Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, give it to Wild. He's the main tank.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that.
As long as Wild blows out his DKPs, that's what people are saying. There's only one more raid, man.
Nah, I want the choker.
Yeah, you could have bid on it as well, man, if you had the DKP.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But the belt was just too good, man. 33 spell damage, that's...
So it's go to Wildlight. Let's go to the tank.
Oh, wow.
That's fine.
Is that a loot peak?
I thought that was gonna happen.
Too early, guys.
Is that? So it's go to Wildlight. Let's go to the tank.
Oh, wow.
That's fine.
Is that a loot peak?
I thought that was gonna happen.
Too early, guys.
Is that tank
Yeah, this is
pile
allowed
or?
Yeah, it is tank prio.
Just for neck.
Out of range.
Nice. Congrats, Wild.
Congrats, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, Wild.
Yeah, come on, let's do any. And this drama.
Hmm.
Pot, please.
Yeah, let's go and do Onyxia.
Poxy 2.0.
Kids, are you the new officer now?
Nah.
All right, so I've sat here, sitting here, fucking quiet enough. For the people who do support classes being able to bid when you've earned the DKP, I appreciate it. You know, yes, I'm well aware that a warlock would benefit from the choker, but it also benefits us too. So it's an equal, you know, it's a benefit on both parties. But you know, DKP's earned through time sitting here and going through this every single week.
It's
So
too far away.
I hope no
That's
one's got no
bullshit.
hard feelings that I bid on something that I've, with, you know, time spent.
It's fine though.
I'm super
You
angry
want
at
it
you.
fair and
Yeah.
just
use DKP.
should have went to whoever bid on it first. If you didn't bid it on it like when the timer ran out, then that's on you. It's happened to
I
me
agree,
before.
because I would have got it.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a bug.
It was bugged.
Yeah, it was
But
bug.
yeah, I don't care, honestly.
At the end of the day, we've given every choker has gone to casters. This is the first choker that's gone to a healer. I don't think it's too much to just have this go to a caster that can afford it, because some people have done Shred Undead for multiple times and it hasn't dropped for them. It's just as good. Maybe of course the Warlock has a better. It's better, but at the end of the day, this is what we are as a guild. We are not that hardcore. We try to do things well, but more importantly, anyone that values loot over the bonds and community you build up in the guild does not belong here.
Yeah. It was really just disappointing to see Cliff just do a G quit.
That's fine.
I assumed he
Gonna-
would.
And I see your true
Can I just echo? Everyone just.
That's fucking facts, so people are so obsessed with loot in this game. It's sickening to see. It's absolutely gross. I don't understand it.
Advertisements for Guildbang or Professions. And now we might have another trial run again for our raid team, which is I'm actually converging all 3 raid teams.
I think this is the last important boss. The other two I cannot send you yet.
I need a target.
That's good. That's yeah.
So
I
it's
think
going to be more competitive. And any more attitude or complaints
dead, but
in front of me or behind my back, I'll find out about it, and I'll just remove them from the list.
Get out of
I'm
here.
here to get content down and not teach people how to play World of Warcraft. If I start seeing people not producing numbers or item level increase, or if you fucking die to shit, that's one thing. But if you straight up ignore me when I telling you to do something, in which case this tonight being Slurp because he's the raid lead, and you don't fucking listen, and I see it in logs.
Not cool.
100% getting ripped off the raid team.
Could Desu get assist to move the frames?
Yeah, I'm working on that right now, Desu. Sorry.
However, if we got a new boss first pull and we're like, oh, you didn't put the portal at the middle sword thingy, no big deal. Like, we're having fun. But 15 wipes later and we're screaming at range to, like, you know. So hopefully there's nothing else like that at other fights where we're wiping 80 times, 100 times, which is fairly normal for the average progression rating guild for Mythic.
What do you mean when you're saying you don't want people complaining? Are you referring to something or like some
Just how
specific issue?
exactly how it sounds, Ethan.
I don't. Can you be more specific?
I don't think I need to be.
Why not?
Okay, so people complaining about me getting angry
Yeah.
and frustrated when I'm telling people to do a very specific thing that we need to require in order to finish the raid. We're not listening to instructions constantly, makes me frustrated, and therefore I'm going to tell the raid to continue to do that one thing with more aggression in my voice, because clearly it wasn't being taken seriously the first several 10, 15 times. And then complaining about it afterwards, I don't really want to hear that. Like what you and I had there the other night was separate. But
Yeah.
I've heard other things, and I don't care. And I don't appreciate it.
Okay.
I think what he's stressing is that we're a cohesive unit and we're trying to get to the same place together. So like everybody just
Really?
get along. Like we can like be
Is that... Oh my
we
God.
can be we can be competitive.
What is the fucking problem, Ethan?
You're just saying this shit, and you guys go fucking pug. It's just like, come on.
I don't know. I thought what I was saying was on par and nice.
What he just said was not nice about it. What I just heard is if you complain, you get kicked.
Yeah, but what I was saying is like
What he just said was not fucking okay. And the
that's well that's just the way he delivers. But like that's why I was trying to reiterate.
What can I do for you?
The problem is
what he just said should never have left his fucking mouth to begin with. It's just not okay. It's so many levels, dude. It just like doesn't motivate people.
just unfortunately do as I say, not as I do. Is like, you know, is a horrible thing.
Oh wait, I thought, okay, my bad. I thought you guys were like saying about what I was saying. I was like, I don't know. I thought I was on the same page as him, but yeah, I know what he says can come off a little rough, but.
That was just toxic as fuck. That doesn't sit well with me, dude. I get that we're trying to be competitive, but it doesn't mean you are gonna be a cunt and fucking just be a cunt about it. Being a cunt is not the way to get shit done.
No.
If he pops off, I might end up just going back to Mythics and grinding and having fun. I'm not about to get fucking bitched and screamed at or watch the DPS that fucking slipped up once get bitched and screamed at when other shit was fucking other clear problems as well. It's just okay.
Yeah.
And then either I'll just fucking go talk to Slash myself after his fucking life shit's over, or I might just go find a new guild if fucking this is how the higher ups in this guild are gonna behave. Cause it's fucking childish and it's disgusting. My 13-year-old brother acts more mature than some of like the shit that I've seen.
I love you.
Love you too, buddy.
Fastest way back to the boss, is that through one of the windows or through the tunnel?
You just go through this
the window
mirror
on the
here.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
But
going on the left.
we're gonna have to kill the ads.
I'll tell you this much, that's the cue music.
Ooh yeah.
Yeah.
I will aid you.
And I know how to dance now, I think, so.
Hey.
Sorry, last time was brutal. Kept fucking up. You know, some nights you just.
Hey, yeah, some things just don't make sense.
That issue.
Okay, let me make something clear. You guys seem to think that I'm not gonna fucking come up on my promise on replacing people, benching, or kicking people out of the guild. I'm not here to fucking validate, justify, or accommodate to every fucking bending whim, little comment or suggestion that everyone needs to make. At the end of the day, I made this guild. I chose the people to help me. Those people that are helping me, they put their fucking sweat and tears into this guild as well. So I would appreciate either respect or the at least understanding of how much work we all put into this and accept the decisions or the way that we're doing things right now. Otherwise, fucking leave this guild. 100% leave this guild right now. I don't want any more backdoor bullshit. The rest of you, I will fucking like do it in front of everybody if I have to, because this isn't gonna happen early in the expansion. Thank you.
It's been fun, guys.
Anybody else?
Thanks, everyone else. Thank you much. Star, you're a fucking cuck.
Yep. Just get out of my fucking guild, dude. You guys are fucking just so toxic. Anybody else?
Oh, can you hear me now? Yeah, why are you jumping down my throat, Star?
Because I'm waiting for you to either leave the guild or say something stupid, or fucking we're good and Gucci and you're gonna chill and stay with the group. So make a decision. I don't have time to fight about this. I'm sick and tired of those two, and they're fucking around with the officers and making all this big drama with the officers fucking meeting. And then Bait literally told me he's pissed off at me and Desu and Slurp because we killed Sludge. And he's like, we were supposed to progress as a team, and Desu's talking about progressing as a team, and you guys fucking did that, and we're supposed to progress as a guild. I don't need normal. I want to see heroic. And I'm like, we went and did that to get our legendaries so that we can progress as a team. But it's at the individual level that it begins first, where all of us have to take responsibility in our own responsibilities of getting better, knowing the fights, doing the mechanics, having an item level, doing Mythic Plus, and being serious as a core raider.
Right, yo, Star, like exactly, because I remember I said, oh, you're leaving us commented, you said, no, I'm just going and I want to learn the raid more. I took that and I said, oh, okay, I'm going to do the same thing, and I did the same thing yesterday, and I ended up getting this fucking cool raid now, you know what I mean? It's like,
Slurp.
we all have
Do your thing. Get those fucking guys out of here. They haven't already left.
Yeah.
And every other leadership, all their alts, the raid fucking,
I don't
the
know
raid
those
group.
permissions.
You're raid lead right now, actually.
Well, yeah, like I can remove from the raid group, but I can't.
Keep going, though. Keep talking.
Oh no, Will's gonna be sad about BFP. Or at least Whitney will be.
100%. Like, we'll be like proactively looking to be learning these fights and getting better with our gear and everything. Like, not just coming on for raid night. We all need to be working on our characters, doing dailies and game grinding prep because it's gonna help us get
I understand that. I think, Star, not to like toxic you or any of that shit, but the delivery is a little poor when you get heated. Like last time we were in our Mythic, you said that.
That's cool. I'm just tired of it. I'm just
yeah, I
tired
get
of
what
it.
you're saying, but like, that just like, it's really like demotivating to get fucking called that a pug is fucking better than you or some shit like that. It's not very
A
chill.
pug? What do you mean?
Or like you said, you had to go do fucking public groups to get your necrotic, or you had to go do publics to get the fucking raid because the guild isn't providing what you're looking for.
No, that's not even close to what I said.
Can we just kill
That
bosses?
is 100%. That is not.
Oh, that's just the way I thought you meant it, I guess then.
Well,
No,
okay,
you know what I fucking said. That's not even close to what I said.
Can I at least say this real quick? So
No,
like,
I'm going to defend myself because I made the actual point of saying me trying to progress and getting the guild to progress and finding solutions was to go and get, like Desu went and got his because he wants to do more healing. Slurp did his so we can do more damage because we got a small wall, which is these stupid fucking ads, and the order of these bosses that we have to kill on the council. And no one seems to understand that when we call out for ads, like that one fight that Desu always says in fucking the other raid with the hive mind, you have to fucking engage the ads. You have to, or you're going to wipe the raid. And no one was doing that. And that's one of the things that I'm stressing on. And another thing was people showing up with the same item level or haven't been seen on doing anything or trying to get good at their fucking class and being active. Core spot, active, super competitive, very, very, very hard, like pressing on trying to get better. So other solutions, we took it, I actually did it on my own. Desu and them, they got their own kill separate from me. I just happened to fucking wised up and be like, you know what? I can't give any of my loot to anybody anyway because the item level is so freaking high. I can't share that shit. If I did it on heroic, same thing. It wouldn't have mattered. But on mythic, you can't do that because the lockout's different. So that was their argument, but it's fucking trivial and it's childish. And to pull that bullshit just to make more problems, that's why I fucking went after everybody in here, because I'm getting sick of the fucking stupid childness and the crap that people bring up constantly and in front of others and or behind closed doors. It needed to be said. And as much as I love you, Beef, I really feel sorry for you that those are your friends. Josh is cool. The other two guys, the amount of people that have complained about them over the last week blows my mind. So, if people complain about me, there's one direction they can go. But if people are complaining about members, that's why I did what I did. Other than that, if things are fucking going well, are not toxic and are being fucking nasty to each other or towards me, or are fucking listening to people when they're, you know, being told to do something in a raid, I'm fine. Like, this isn't my first rodeo. Yeah, I'm aggressive and I get fairly toxic, but that's at my threshold. I've gone to my limit. It seems like I have to talk to people like they're fucking children.
Return only if you must. Will that be all, Mo Walker?
I will say, I mean, other than so like it seemed like the issue the other day, like my healing numbers had gone into question, so I wanted to get my memory as quick as I could, which unfortunately was hidden behind a couple bosses ahead of where we're at. But like I have every intention of staying with the guild to down bosses that I've already downed. So it's not, it'd be one thing if I go off and I kill a boss and then I'm not willing to come raid with us to down those bosses when I know I don't get loot off of, like that's shitty. But that was never the case. Like I've got every intention of doing the bosses with everyone, but like my healing numbers were kind of called into question. I was one of the only people without a legendary, so fuck it. I went out on a limb, I got my legendary to hopefully put up better numbers and chill some of the talks, but then
they were confrontational as fuck. With Desu, with me, with others. They were so confrontational. The amount of people that were bitching about them was remarkable. Remarkable. More than 2 other people that are in this guild that used to be pretty toxic, that I'm still hearing some complaints about. But and very good at fucking behaving when I'm around. I'm not here to fucking hide behind closed doors. I'll get in your face and I'll fucking drag you through the dirt because I worked my ass off 10 hours a day for 7 weeks, found some guys, they helped me, and all of us made something great, and I'm not going to sit here and throw it with that. That's the bottom line. That is the basis of where all this is coming from. Everything else is just extra.
Well, like the issue the other day was that like my numbers were low or other people's numbers were low, and then the issue today is that some people went ahead and did bosses to get memories to improve those numbers. So I don't understand. I don't understand the logic behind that.
Okay, why are they in a different channel? What's up with that? With your friend Desu?
Who?
Beef and Pat.
The fight, I think.
Yeah, tanks are probably going over the fight, I would guess.
Yeah. I did my best to mark them with coinciding 4 markers. That's where I need them.
I don't think Utter's ever done this fight store.
Yeah, he hasn't.
Oh, so Beef is staying in the guild. Interesting.
Yeah.
It's what it looks like for now, yeah.
And also, I don't think Nas has done this fight either.
Yeah, Nas did say something about that as well.
So if you're leadership, help me find their alts, and we're gonna kick them out.
I am right now. It's very hard because they're not labeled.
Nas, can you hear us? Okay, cool.
She
And,
can hear. She can
awesome.
talk.
And then who is the other one that hasn't? Oh, Utter, but he's.
So what's going on, Call? What do you, Parker? What's the plan?
Star, I don't know why you're jumping down my throat. I'm just here. I've been wanting to just kill bosses, man.
I asked you a question very calmly. I'm not jumping down your throat. I'm asking you a question because I want to know if you're going to stay or leave.
Have I left yet? I would have left with them if I was planning on leaving.
Okay. Then just simply fucking say that. I don't need your attitude. Just answer the question.
So to go over the fight real quick, there's 3 bosses, and they each bring something different to the table. We can only target one boss at a time. I mean, we can target all 3 bosses, but when one boss dies, it gives full health.
Why is that? Because they keep pouring shit into the mage tower, when clearly this is like a nether disruptor. People are obsessed with the mage tower. I don't know why. Like, the mage tower is definitely better in most situations, and it's good to get like push it through. But there's times that you gotta switch. No. Yeah, now it is. Now it is. Now it is.
Maw Walker.
Okay. You get.
Is it wisdom you seek or power?
Found another excuse.
Hold on.
You guys found another excuse, and I'm the excuse now.
My
or whatever.
aid is yours.
I'm the excuse.
I'm not fucking blaming you. What? People, everyone else is attacking you.
Right.
Not me. I didn't blame you for anything.
Helen, change your mind.
I didn't know what the fuck happened. I woke up.
I obviously agree, bro, because
I woke up. I came on a Monday. What do you mean I agree? How can you not agree with fucking 12 other people?
If I was,
I think you caused problems here and there.
If I was in your situation, I'd be like a fucking idiot.
How many times have I said I was gonna kick you? I think you're a problem half the time. Yeah. I think you cause a lot of problems.
All right, good. Good, man. Good. I create problems, right? For what? Because I'm the only one that gives a fuck about what we do. Whatever.
You think nobody cares? Why the fuck would I be here if I didn't care?
They have other fucking agendas, man.
What do you mean all those other agendas?
Everybody, not everybody. The problem is that our main raid consists of, now our raid has what? OMG, Ride, you, Mike, Invidious, Lieber, who else? I guess Spinny, but she doesn't really say anything, so I think 6. Alright, so it's a group of like 6 of you guys who are constantly on, right? You're constantly on all the time. And you guys are constantly fucking like I don't know, setting things in motion or whatever that I don't agree with. And when I don't agree with them,
what have I set in motion lately?
Yazi and Fogel and a lot of the people in the raid, the quiet ones, the ones that come on to raid and stuff like that, wanted to extend long time ago, but because you guys got banned or whatever, we couldn't extend, and that was fine. But instead of being peaceful about it, you guys were assholes about it.
I was an asshole about it.
What? Yes, you said no one's carrying you. No one's carrying me. No one's fucking gearing me up. I geared myself up, or whatever.
What?
You know,
I didn't say that.
On top of that, instead of our Wednesday raid being optional for progression, it was optional for carries. You think that shit went under the radar and people didn't notice it, or whatever? People
what are you talking about?
Constantly, people would tell me, because I was the officer that they weren't afraid of. People would tell me constantly how they weren't gonna raid if this shit was gonna keep going on, including Fogel.
The only people who left are the people who went every Sunday. That's the most bullshit I ever heard.
What do you mean? I swear to
No,
God.
I'm gonna go ask Swerve and Fogel. I'm gonna say our cell runs was a main selling point of why you left the guild. You know what they're gonna tell me? Aldo's an idiot.
No, that's not the point. And if you present the question like that, then you're not gonna get it. It's a combination of things. It's a combination of everybody fucking around in raid or whatever. And
who fucks around in raid?
Dude, it's the heroisms being blown. The like the fucking.
What, on the optional raid?
What? Dude,
you're gonna complain because of that one fucking Wednesday people fucked around in optional raid?
Dude, Helen.
The whole reason we got rid of that shit.
Dude, people aren't. It's because
no one's fucking around in the main raid.
Because
half the people who left the guild didn't even show up for that optional raid.
It's because of the way. We kept trying to push 3-day as well or whatever, and people are like.
Yeah, Andrastia left. I'm sure solely on the fact that we pushed 3 days. And you were at the forefront of that. Not me. I didn't even want to raid 3 days.
I wasn't at the forefront of
Yes, you were, you lying sack of shit.
No, I wasn't.
Yes,
I
you
was
were.
I was in the forefront of doing it if everybody else was down. But not at the forefront.
What? No, that was my standpoint on it. I didn't want to do it, but I was willing to do it.
Don't put words in my mouth.
You were the one pushing for it in the beginning.
All right, whatever, dude. Look. Like when I argue with my wife, it's the same thing. As soon as somebody calls the other person a liar, there's no point in wasting breath anymore. All right, because now it's me trying to prove that whatever. Fine. If you think, I
don't have to even argue that point. We can go to a different point.
All right, fine. I was at the forefront.
The 3-day thing was literally a Drosty. That wasn't the reason Swerve or Fogel quit.
Okay, so
and we never actually did it.
The reason Swerve and Fogel quit was because I was.
I don't even know what caused them to quit. Well, Fogel quit because of you attacking, but I mean, like I said,
Fogel was on edge, man.
I don't think Fogel was going to stay, but you pushed him off the cliff. He was on the cliff, you pushed him.
So what?
And
I mean,
Swerve, I don't know what caused Swerve to leave. You know, he wanted to quit or whatever. He's fed up with the game. You know, he left. Like
he's fed up. He's fed up with the game, so he joins another guild. He's fed up. Oh, he's really fed up.
Well, because he wanted. I mean, in his words, he's fed. He wanted to see if he was fed up with the guild or the game. Like he's not having fun here no more.
Yeah, I know. Nobody. Helen, you have to understand this key point that I kept trying to make to you guys. The reason we lost 6 people like that, it's not because
4 people
of real life issues.
Where do you keep getting 6?
Yeah, it's not because I'll name them out now. It's not because of real life issues. It's not because of real life issues. Those issues have been there since August. It's because now they put the game in balance. They're like, okay, the game is boring as fuck or real life. Or whatever, and and it doesn't help. It doesn't help that the blargs overwhelm the voice cons every time we fucking raid or whatever, and it's just constant toxicity and fucking and telling each other that we suck constantly. But like what? Constantly, it always happens, and it's a terrible feeling to be.
What are you talking about? We rarely talk about the boys sucking. The boys are the ones that are the ones telling everyone else sucks all the time.
Yes, they're on telling everybody else that they suck, but
I don't attack.
Yeah, but it all sucks because that shit's like a plague, man. That's because
that's the type of people they are.
It's because they're toxic. Because the leader. No, it's because the leadership. It's because the leadership wasn't there. You weren't there. And Scrappy's a pushover. And every time I tried to say something...
What do you mean I wasn't there?
I caught shit from it from the officers. Yes, you weren't there. You were laughing at shit like that.
What?
Okay, bro. Dude,
because it's a joke.
Dude, okay, look. That's what happened. And that's what got people fed up. And that's why people said, fuck it. I'd rather not raid. Or whatever. Or I'd rather... fuck this game. Because we didn't create a fun atmosphere. What happened too was the lack of sense of community. Instead of people at the beginning.
If you ask Swerve, the only reason he stayed in this guild as long as he did, because he said it was a fun atmosphere. Swerve probably left because of the fact that we didn't push content as quickly as he wanted to. That's probably why Swerve left.
Yes, that's probably the reason why. And then
it had nothing to do with the atmosphere of the raids. Sure, Swerve gets pissed off because a raid goes poorly. So does everybody. That shit happens, though. No matter what guild you're going to be in, there's going to be bad raids. That exists in every guild. There's no such thing as the perfect raiding guild.
So,
anytime you get 20 fucking different personalities in a raid, you're going to have fucking problems. Don't sit here and tell me that, the toxicity in the guild is so bad. Every fucking Tuesday and Thursday raids have been fine.
Okay.
What?
A house.
You want me to make you a house? Yeah. All right, well, be good. Leave Daddy alone for a little bit. Daddy will help you out in a minute, okay?
We needed to.
But like, you keep passing the blame to other things. Like, I don't even know what. Like,
So why am I hated?
You keep passing the blame to everything else, but everyone else in this guild is putting fingers at you.
What?
Who am I supposed to believe?
Why? Why am I hated so much? Why?
Because of the way you act.
What? What did I do?
What do you mean? What do you do?
What do I
All
do?
this.
Nobody can answer that question because they're all fucking shit.
Welcome,
Literally, every raid, when we're doing something like we have a bad wipe. Listen, I'm talking. I'm gonna tell you exactly why you irritate everyone.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
In any raid that's going poorly, or is going badly, or we wiped to something stupid, you're the one there who always asks these really dumb questions when everybody's on edge. You annoy everyone when you sit there and you talk about shit that has no relevance to what's going on. And that annoys the fuck out of everyone.
Give
everyone
an example.
talks
Give
about
an
it.
example. Give an example.
I don't have an example off the top of my head.
Yeah, you see, you're fucking just bringing up some bullshit.
No, I'm not.
Example.
That's serious.
Give me an example. There's no reason. The reason everybody hates me is because Mike, Scrappy, and LeBron are consistently talking shit about me because I'm consistently against everything you guys stand for in this game, or whatever. Like making
everything I stand for. What do I stand for?
And fucking with our schedule, or whatever. And all the time, it's me against the Blards. That's why.
Fucking with the schedule? You were the one who wanted to change the schedule to begin with.
Dude, it doesn't matter. It's not.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
No.
How is it me who's trying to change the schedule? That was fucking you!
No, I'm saying, see, my take on things was when 5 people don't want to make the schedule, we should probably. And then your take on things was we need to replace them.
If it's only 5 people on 15, we're gonna lose the 15.
Because the majority or whatever. Dude, the reason we left, the reason why there's drama is because what Scrappy should have done when he saw my post is he did the fuck alone and that's it. And nobody else needed to say anything. Nobody else needed to talk. Nobody else needed to say a goddamn thing. Like when you say something, they respect you and they follow you.
Yeah, but I'm not berating people who have left the guild.
It doesn't matter. You berated people in the guild.
Exactly. Because they're in the fucking guild.
That's terrible, dude.
No, it's not.
You think people getting catch? You think people getting catch wind of shit like that?
Like when people are in the guild and they fuck up, that's when I say something. I don't just berate people for no reason.
Dude, they fucked up by leaving.
Now why? Why do they fuck up by leaving?
Because, bro.
Why? They can leave?
You can't.
There's no fucking. That's like saying you can't leave a job. What the fuck? What do you mean?
If your boss is on your face, if you not.
What? He's not.
Yes, he is. He's not gonna hear.
If you went to your boss and you were like, yo, listen, I'm leaving because I'm not enjoying myself here, he's gonna be like, oh, you're a bitch. Goodbye.
The direct comparison, though, Aldo, is if your boss was sending you text messages after you quit, calling you a bitch for quitting. Because that's what you were doing to them.
There was no text messages that I
No, but Discord is the same thing. You're sending those messages to them. You were messaging them.
Yes. No, it's not them. It was Jordan.
Jordan, you messaged Yaji. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
They're friends. When you fucking talk shit about one of them, they all fucking they feel the same way.
My message was I was messaging Yaji to tell him to read the rest of the post or whatever. The fact that we need to rally up and really try to make the push for cutting edge or whatever. However that we can do it or whatever. Read the fucking post. It was a rally.
I did read them before I deleted them, Aldo. I deleted them for a reason.
It was a post or whatever.
You had one rallying post telling people we were extending on Tuesday when we couldn't extend on Tuesday. Every other post that you made was calling people out.
That's not what I said. I didn't extend on Tuesday. That's not what I said.
You said we're extending on Tuesday. Make sure you know the Elisand and Gul'dan fights.
No, that's not what I said. Paste the fucking post. It's on the other Discord.
We can't because they're deleted.
Shit talker. You fucking lying sack of shit.
assist you,
Paste it.
but combat
If you really
is
have it,
not
you
my
don't. Both of you are
expertise.
fucking liars.
Yeah, because I had to fucking delete them, Aldo.
Yeah, you see, both of you guys, Helen, you see, you're talking shit again. You don't even fucking know, and you're fucking lying again. Then you call me a fucking liar?
There's a great portion of it posted. I don't know what was deleted or not.
Oh, yeah.
There's a great portion of it posted.
Oh, you know what they typed? You know what these two fucking shitheads typed? Great.
Why is everyone calling you the shithead?
Yeah, because I don't play 24/7.
Because everyone's
Copy paste everything. We only copied the stuff that we had to copy after you fucking took admin away because you were acting like a child. Because we weren't letting you call people bitches.
I can do whatever the fuck I want. Just like
That's why nobody's using this Discord anymore, dude. Because you go on these fucking power.
I don't expect the power.
Listen,
I've allowed
no one wants to be around you like this. Literally no one in the guild.
Dude,
it's
like,
not we
are
against you.
You're saying I'm trying to get you out of the guild or whatever, Aldo, but like you could ask Helen. I was in favor of just keeping you and saying you can't be an officer anymore, so you can't talk like this to people, and they feel like an officer is coming at them.
Okay, you guys are gonna do a great fucking job in the guild going forward, or whatever. Okay, you guys prove me wrong. You guys are gonna be great, or whatever. And yes, and you kicked me out of the guild when Mike, I'm pretty sure I paid for your fucking transfer as well, or whatever. I did everything happen.
What did I just say, Aldo? I just told you. I was in favor of keeping you in the guild.
No, you think I want to be part of it? Dude, the whole reason negative growth is because of fucking me, you fucking clown. You fucking fat fuck piece of shit. Or what?
This is exactly why you can't be an officer, Aldo.
I think you're a fucking cancer, and if I saw you, I'd knock you the fuck out.
I don't think you would, but like this is exactly what I'm talking about.
You're a fat piece of shit.
Like you're proving my point here.
Get the fuck out of here, man. You're a fucking idiot, dude. You're a fucking asshole, bro.
All I told you was don't call these people out like this. You don't need to be pushing people out of the guild.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
You can, and now you're guildless because of it, dude.
You guys and the office support needs to back each other up. Not fucking stab each other in the
Well,
back.
we can't back you up when you're acting that way. That's why you
Yeah,
can't be an
right.
officer out.
Dude, you guys can't back each other up unless fucking Helen says it, because you guys are too much.
That's not true at all. I disagree with Helen all the time, and very.
Yeah, you disagree with Helen all the time. You always fucking hear that. You guys are full of shit, man. Whatever, bro. You guys think it's better off this way? That's fine, dude. I don't, dude. I wish you guys the best. I wish you would give me my guild back and create another guild, because, frankly, I don't even think it's yours or whatever. But whatever. We'll let time tell, man. You guys are full of shit, man. You fucking Scrappy and Vidius, Mike, and you guys got what you wanted. You saw the world burn or whatever. You know what's funny?
No one's trying to make anything burn.
You guys are basic as fuck, and I can already tell you exactly what's gonna happen. You guys are gonna get bored. You're gonna get fed up. Everybody's gonna get different games, and you guys are not gonna give a fuck. The only one that's been pushing all the time to keep this guild together has been me. And a lot of my ideas are against the ideas that you guys have or whatever, because I don't know. I don't know. But I listened to the members, and quietly they went away, and you gave them all like valid excuses for leaving. Oh, that's valid that this person left. Oh, that's valid.
Any
Do
excuse.
you listen to the members that say you should be muted for the entire raid night? Because the majority of our raid feels like whenever we're raiding, you should be muted.
The majority of our raid.
Literally probably 85% of the raid.
You don't be in front of everybody.
We had a tank straight up quit the game because you weren't muted.
You had a tank? What?
That's why Josh stopped playing. He couldn't stand listening to you in raid.
Oh, another blog that are you fucking kidding me, dude?
You act like we're like so connected because we share a name.
No, it's not about the name. You guys are a group of friends. I don't know how else to fucking say it. You guys are a group of friends.
You're my friend too.
And if one guy starts fucking cheering, one thing, Helen, you're the only bipartial one in the group, and maybe Mike. I think Mike, not because he's in the room or whatever. Everybody else doesn't have a fucking brain. Why does Josh not like me? Because of my voice?
No, it's the you constantly say stupid shit in the middle of the raid.
Help a lot of the time. Or you ask questions about things that just frustrate people because they're mechanics that like you really should have known before we ever entered Mythic.
I ask questions. A lot of the times I ask questions too because I'm trying to get Helen to talk about situations.
Look at Tichondrius, dude. You didn't even know that there were the orbs, which is an LFR mechanic. That frustrated the shit out of people.
No, dude, because before we pooled, I asked Scrappy 3 times to go over the fight a little bit with me because I hadn't had a chance.
That's a normal mechanic, Aldo.
Why are we gonna go over a fight that we pulled 3 weeks in a row, though?
Helen, I had to take a 2-week break for.
Yeah, but the mechanics of the fight are like the same as.
No,
they're the same as
they're
fucking
not.
aerobics.
In different spaces. That's the problem. You're using it again. All I asked for was a simple fucking explanation. And I'm glad you brought that up. That's another reason why people quit. Because when they do shit like that, they get fucking belittled.
Who quit because of that, though, Aldo?
They spend more time.
Who quit? Nate, tell me the person who quit because of that so I can talk to them about it.
They spend more time telling people how trash.
The only person in this guild quit that I probably belittled was Trollo.
Right.
I think that's the only person who's quit.
Dude, but that's
that I belittled.
What do you think? You think people are gonna ask questions, or if they have a fucking if they see the way you treat even fellow officers when they ask a question, like, do you think that's respectful in any way, shape, or form? You guys just kept crying about it and pulled. They kept telling you.
What do you mean? I explained it to you.
Dude,
what?
After they explained it to me, after you said something, Helen, after you said something and you explained it and you're like, oh, whatever, okay, and you kind of explained the fight, we killed it the next attempt.
But I mean, Aldo, don't you think that you as an officer should know the fights too?
Mike, I had to take 3 weeks off or whatever.
Right, but like you could still watch videos in that time.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, dude. I couldn't fucking do it, man. I normally do when I know that there's a challenging boss coming up.
That is clearly useless.
We were hung up on botness, and even so, like when there's a challenging boss fight that I know that's coming up ahead, I always try to read and I see my videos and stuff like that. Like that's not like when I think they're gonna be pushovers.
We
Yeah,
killed Botnet for a month ago, though, Aldo.
but whatever. I mean, to say that none of you guys are not guilty of that shit would be 100% inaccurate. And even so, you're just using that as cop-out excuses now to fucking I don't know. So just
no, I personally, I admit it, I don't watch boss fights, but I'm the type of player that doesn't need to.
Oh, you just say I don't watch boss fights? Is that what? No. Am I guilty of that?
He said other people are. I'm saying I personally don't. I see a boss fight, one attempt, and that's all I need to understand the mechanics of it.
Oh, really? Really? So you killed Tichondrius on the first pool?
No, but I understood all of the mechanics I had to understand, and all of the mechanics overall.
Just because you understand the mechanics doesn't mean you're gonna kill it on the first pull anyway. So,
I mean, on the first pull out, you fucking did get an orb and died.
Mike, that was my first pull on Mythic fucking Tichondrius, and I had
mine too, dude.
A hundred times before the fight, somebody to go over it briefly real quick. And
it was multiple people's first time on that fight. They picked up orbs because orbs are something you pick up in LFR.
Like I don't know what you're trying to say, man. Like if you're trying to pull out a rap sheet or whatever, like I can bring up your 100 parses from before you got banned, and show you that.
Show what?
Show me what?
Show him that.
Because as a range, I'm one of the only people that does mechanics in the guild.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you guys pull up his marksman parses where he's running around all the time.
Okay. All right, Mike. You're a great, fantastic player, and you're a great officer at negative, bro.
That's not that far.
Is that what we want?
That's not what I'm saying, Aldo.
That's what
I'm saying if you're the type of player that doesn't pick up on those fights instantly, you have to watch videos ahead of time. And if you're an officer in the guild, that's double true.
Mike, what are you talking about, man? Shut the fuck up, dude. You're so fucking annoying, dude.
It's true, though. I mean, you should.
I don't give a fuck how true it is. Yeah, it could be true. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. I had to take 2 weeks off. I probably would have had my head been in the game. So what? So what? You're trying to crucify me now because I didn't fucking know.
No, I'm just telling you that those are the things that incredibly frustrate people about you.
So what? No, that's the only thing.
No, I could go to Star Augur and mention how every single attempt except for one, you died to the laser beam in phase 3. A giant fucking laser beam that you have 6 seconds to move out of.
I got hit by the fucking laser beam. So
we can talk about the fact that on the majority of the other fights, you honestly don't really know the mechanics. You just get back to melee and melee don't really have to do.
You're gonna talk about how I fuck up mechanics. You'll find every mechanic that I fucked up, and you're gonna talk about that and tell me that's why I shouldn't be officer or fuck officer or whatever.
No, I'm telling you, Aldo, why you frustrate people, like why people get mad at you and say that you should be muted during raids and stuff like that.
Mike, shut the fuck up. You eat laser beams on Trilliacs like a million fucking times.
Yeah, dude, I fucking suck at Trilliac.
So what? So what are you talking about?
I don't sit there and I'm like, oh shit, why is there a laser beam in this fight though?
I didn't say why is there a laser beam. You see, bro, all you do is you fucking create facts, and that's probably why people fucking hate me. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I can't figure it out for the life of me. People must not like my voice. I don't understand.
I'm trying to tell you what it is, Aldo, and you're ignoring me.
No, you're trying to. What are you trying to tell me?
That you don't understand the mechanics of the fight, and when you come in not understanding the mechanics of the fight, and you ask questions about it, that's okay. But then when you try to make suggestions without understanding the mechanics of the fight, that's gonna piss people off. And when we come into a fight that we've killed 3 or 4 times, and you don't understand very, very basic mechanics, like mechanics from Heroic, yeah, people are gonna be real.
Destroyed everything. No sign
I don't even know why I'm
of the
fucking
fate
doing, bro.
squad.
You're just a fucking troll.
We'd best not.
No, I'm not, dude. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, whatever. You're not trying to tell me.
You guys don't understand. I mean, people can.
Fuck you, fuck you, man. This is what you.
No, you cannot take this.
You surround yourself with.
Is Pop-Up sleeping? You need to stop going in his room.
Surround yourself with this bullshit or whatever.
That
And
artifact
yes,
is
this all makes super logical
actually,
sense.
it
Yet the
does
leadership
have
in this
some
guild lost 6
value,
members, and
but
nobody's
it's
talking
not
about that.
of
Right?
use
We're
to
talking
us.
about Fogel. We're not talking about the 6 we lost before that. No, those are all excuses. No, that's okay. That's fine.
What do you mean? We are talking about all of them and how we have to go forward, but the way to go forward isn't to attack, but it's to get new people.
No, the way we have to go forward is to the way we have to do forward is find out what's pissing people off and why people are quitting and make changes and find
3
out
people quit because they wanted to progress more. Others quit because they wanted to be more casual, dude. It's a tough position to be in. It's what,
Dude, I was the first one to say that if we had 5 people not ready to go or whatever, that we shouldn't make these changes. And what did you guys say? No, we replaced them or whatever. You think other people hearing that shit didn't want to fucking quit? Or when people heard? What happened to me?
Aldo, if 15 people in the raid want to raid more and push for cutting edge, and 5 don't, we have to push for cutting edge. Because we're either going to lose 5 people or 15 people.
Ah, this is it. Precisely.
Like, we have to figure out the way to make that work going forward. We've talked to every single person now. Wait, we've talked to every single person now individually.
No, you didn't. People People are bipartial on subjects, bro.
We have talked, Aldo. We have talked to him. Scrappy went around and talked to everybody to figure out scheduling.
Okay, dude, like the amount of bullshit that I have to hear out of your mouth, dude, is fucking ridiculous.
What do you mean? There's a whole fucking Google Doc spreadsheet.
Yet he isn't here.
It's all bullshit. It's all.
No, it's not. We talked to every single person, Aldo, to figure out scheduling.
Let us hope further searching provides enough.
When people started finding out.
This is
No, dude, like, you have to understand, we can't please everybody. If Vogel, Yaji, and Swerve want cutting edge, and other people want to just continue at a casual pace, that's directly in competition with you.
Number one, because you two got banned, or whatever, we should have extended the raid lockout a while ago, progressed on our bit, and pushed for Ellison and push for Ellison or whatever. But you guys kept bitching about
Aldo, our raid as a whole is still under geared for a Gul'dan fight.
We did want to push.
We have multiple members that need gear. And you can say that we did want to push, but there's multiple people that have no interest in extending.
Such a calamity. We have work to do. Let us rendezvous near the sanctuary of guidance. Make haste.
I know you agree with everything he has to say. I know you agree with everything Mike has to say all the fucking time. Or whatever, that's fine, dude. But you know that pushing for idea, that pushing for idea was something that benefited you guys, or whatever. If the Rocket Guild was willing to do it happily, then fine. But obviously people were pissed off, man. Or obviously people held us back.
You already killed me. You can't move anymore. Oh, out.
Dude, Helen, listen, it doesn't matter, bro. Listen, I'm gonna put a ticket in today because I feel like I need to be a man and tell you everything. I'm gonna put a ticket in today or whatever, explaining to Blizzard our whole summary of situation or whatever, because I want my guild back. Unless you want to give it back to me, and then all can hold it or whatever. Because I feel like at very least I invested the most money into it or whatever. I'm gonna explain my whole situation out or whatever, and if they give it back to me or they don't or whatever, I mean that's fine either way, right? I can't really do much about that, but I will make sure that they know everything that went on in detail, whatever, and then.
But Aldo, you wouldn't be able to get it though.
I'll let them. No, I know I wouldn't, because they're probably gonna say, "Look, we're not involved in guild politics or whatever." But I know you guys aren't gonna change. And
No, I'm gonna say though, like you wouldn't get it because at no point did you hold Guild Master.
Yes, I did. I created the guild charter. Yes,
I thought Frunkle did that.
No, I did it. And I'm gonna mention that too. Or I don't even know how they gave you GM. Like, I don't understand how that happened. I guess you were putting in a ticket every day.
No, I just put it in a ticket yesterday explaining our situation.
Right. Well, they told me that it was 90 days and that was part of the ban process, and that whoever was guild master before would take leadership of the guild. That's exactly when I posted my ticket. That's the answer that I got. I'm gonna explain my situation or whatever, and I'm just letting you know. I think you guys will be fine or whatever. You guys can continue running the guild. I'm not gonna fucking poach anybody from the guild. I don't even know if I still have the drive to keep playing the fucking game or whatever, but I think it's a very dick move. Helen, I think you know what you were doing. And
what I was doing with what?
Dude, you were not taking sides. I mean, that's the problem.
What?
You were not taking sides, and you let Invidious corrupt fucking Scrappy and Mike get their fucking shit all fucked up and whatever, you know, and because it benefits you, because you know I get it, you know they're your boys, they're always.
Why does this benefit me?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, maybe not now when half the guild is gone, but if you said it.
You staying in this guild or leaving this guild is only benefiting the guild in terms of you pissed everybody off. It's got nothing to do with it. Doesn't benefit me personally. You better not talk to them like that, or I'll beat the shit out of you. Yeah.
They broke this!
Well, who didn't lock their fucking room?
They don't need to go in my room! They should be off limits, they should know that!
They're fucking 3!
How many times I yell at them not to go into my room?
Oh, so they're gonna learn, right? They're gonna, a 3-year-old, you tell them a few times, they're gonna figure that out?
Yeah!
Get the fuck out of here, you raise kids! Come on!
You know how many times I have raised you a hell of a lot better than they are!
They were fucking sleeping when I burned the camper down! Father of the fucking year! Get the fuck out of here! No! I didn't do shit, it was all me, you moron! You guys blame Laura because she was older. You caught the cops because a 3-year-old broke your thing because you were knocked out from taking Xanax that you're not supposed to be taking. Oh, good luck with that fucking case, buddy! Yeah!
Oh, I shouldn't be laughing.
They're kids, dude! They know you got flashlights in there! They want the flashlights! Lock your goddamn door! Blame Acid Spin like everybody else does. His fault for distracting me. Ow! Ow! Yeah, no shit!
Zero.
Yeah, no shit! He knows where all your flashlights are.
I thought they were in there for flashlights.
Yeah, no shit! The minute he knows he can get in there, he goes for it. You're bad, James. That's bad. It's not broken, it's out of batteries. Give me it. It's broken! It's broken! How do you open this thing?
Why is that like that?
The battery's loose.
How you open it and get the battery?
Oh wait, it's got something to do with this right here thing.
That's the on and off switch.
I know that's the on and off switch. I don't know how to fucking open this thing. Oh wait. Oh, that's all. Hey, it's dying. But I don't know how to open it.
I opened it once, put a new battery in it, and I forgot to open it.
Still has some light left, but it's dying. Half of it's dead. Go. Out. Jason, get off of that. It's for the kitty cats, not you.
Here, James. Mama said I'll give you something here. You have that. You can't be big broke that. I just don't.
How did they break it?
It won't work. I don't know. They put this out.
Let me say it.
I just opened that, man. And I won't be a month behind on that. Helen.
Hold on.
You might figure it out.
It screws in, dude.
What? There you go. Good. Keep it. Yeah.
How do will you press it in or?
Yeah, push it in. Well, mine was an old one, but brand new one.
Well, maybe you can call them and tell them that 3-year-old broke it, and maybe they'll give you a new one.
Helen.
Your master's supposed to be put away.
Yeah, well, it should be put away, and your room should have been locked.
He
Especially if
needs
you're
to
taking Xanax.
He needs to find a new hiding spot for his flashlights.
Holla ballers and a brofist to you all! Friday has landed, finally, man! What a week! We've got teasers upcoming of when the next big WoW content patch should be. They've got us all to the gear in M+, so it might be worthwhile. It's all going on, and it's great to see all of you. We have been on a journey ourselves this week. We are working on the Stone Legion Generals, and we butchered a corpse and processed it for the feeding to people. We have done all those things in those last few days. It's been a busy 7 days for all of us. We've got some gearing going on. Finn's got too much goddamn gold. It's unreal, man. It's unreal, the amount of stuff that gets going on in a single week. It's really quite great. It really is quite interesting how much stuff we get in. Don't get always on the
Wisdom, you are not one. The Archivist must be rescued. All of our fates depend on it.
all this stuff. It's Friday. It's time to kick that. It's time to start. Time to hear a response from the guild. The guild said, yes, I read the poetry. That's what it is. So we're having a response from the guild snail, but Lovely Dex has prepared us. Let's see what our guild says. Well, this guild player Requiem. Still, that goes along with this stuff. You have that flair. Fine. It's okay. Hello again, creature. You're ambivalent with your congregation of souls. Oh, that. You cannot overstate how honored I am. You calling me the devil was certainly one of the high points of my life. So as a little thank you, here is some of that new furry art that I managed to dig up. One of my furry friends drew it back in this
I'm out of range.
Do not interfere, mortal.
I am not concerned by all the friends by my side all the time. Definitely some snuggies going on. Guilty. Guilty just flies across the screen. Not that menacing, the old death monster. Not that guilty.
The archives laid bare.
Big sadness spreads.
I am in your debt, mortal. You must have been sent by Rosuir. I will go.
One of World of Warcraft's original selling points that was so fucking huge was the fact that it didn't have loading screens between zones. Shadowlands does. So that's how far they've regressed. The Power Bone with Shadowlands what makes Warcraft lore good. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.
They're removing Warforge and Titan Forging.
Wow.
Shadowlands feels like it's shaping up to be sort of like a WoW 2.0.
Yep.
Honestly, that gets me kind of excited for the future.
Not Rosuir. My resolve endured.
Alright, hello everybody to YouTube and Twitch. So, today is special. Why is it special? Well, I'll tell you what. These people did not want me to stream during their raid for whatever reason, because they don't want to be found out playing WoW or something. I have everything, evidence for the most part. I did delete some conversations because I am sick of these people. I am leaving this guild. But I did not care what they say, for the most part. So they asked me to not stream. Why? You know, they were chewing my ass out about, like, I had to ask permission to stream. But, apparently it's disrespect not to tell them. I didn't think there's anything wrong with that. So apparently they did not want to be heard, let alone to see their names, I guess, or something. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care anymore. If they would approach me in a more civilized way,
it's too far away.
I would be more than happy to accommodate. But things got thrown out of proportion. So this guy right here. Let me see. Where is Chunk? This guy. Where is he? Right there.
I don't have a target.
Yes, this guy right here. This guy. Hagaromo. He goes by another name. I'm not sure what that name is, but he's apparently saying that his job is so secretive, that he has such a dangerous job, right? Oh yeah, his name is Zoff in the guild. He has such a secret, identity that he has to keep up and hold. Yeah, serious. I'm being serious. I have screenshots. I will post them somewhere here for everybody to read. It's hilarious. It's hilarious, and I just can't fathom. I throw logic at him, and he's all worried about every fucking thing. It's really pathetic. It really is.
I don't have a target.
So I promised them, properly, I won't stream. I'm recording. Love playing on words. They didn't say anything about recording. And in the end, the amazing part is that even though I'm recording, streaming, whatever, it's not going to jeopardize their lives or their jobs. It's not. I don't care what they say. It's fucking stupid. So we're in, what are we in? Heroic? I assume heroic. Last week, I was told that I am demoted from painting. That's why I am currently a retribution paladin. There's a prop paladin. They wanted to get this other guy, who seems like a really good guy, from what I can tell. His name is, what is it? Sem. Call him Sem. Fuck it.
I need a target.
So, him and I had a talk, and he seems like a really good guy. I have no issues with him whatsoever. Let's see here. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. This video will be chopped up probably. Because we are ready for 3 hours, I will probably highlight excuse me, anything that's worth noting.
I'm out of range.
And so forth. It'll be quite interesting. I wonder if this... And we're actually fucking late. We're 11 minutes late. We should have started... We should have started long ago. Like, I don't understand why they don't start on time. I'm not tanking because they want me... They want me as a DPS, though. Should I show guild chat?
I need a target.
I'm an asshole, but I'm not that huge of an asshole. I'm not good. But I'm blocking most of it anyways. I just don't care. What am I taking tonight? Thought I was DPS and some. I feel comfortable with everything tonight. Of course. I think I know the reasoning behind that. Again, it relates to him and I talking.
It's too far away. I don't have a target.
Yeah, if you need a flask X, you just trade me one. I'll make you one right now. I'm not gonna make a whole bunch there. There's a cauldron.
Thank you.
Underestimated you.
Seriously, if you do ever need mats for the cauldron, let me know. Yeah, got plenty of stuff to make flasks with. Red stuff off to the side on the X. Reminder to watch out for beams. Jesus will try to keep the raid positioned for that.
Somebody have form of a quiet line by chance?
Do you need to switch talent before we pull?
It's not really all that important.
Okay.
5, 4.
You shall not impede my search.
no longer have that ability. Let's go over my talents. Oh, my judgment has 2 charges now. And also grants some judgment. Oh, I like that. Oh. I like that a lot, actually. Yeah, there we go. I like that. And okay, so that's
everybody stack on star.
Interesting. I'm actually thinking. Oh, there goes that. Let's see here.
Jesus, give me some heads up where the beams are.
If you're on my left, you're good. There's nothing on my left.
Okay.
If you're on my right, you're bad. Should be good the rest of the way if it's far.
So, having like an extra charge of judgment will speed up my shield of the righteousness. I like that. I like that. Eventually, it gives me 1 damage. Alright, so are we down yet? Yes, we are.
Finish off that blood. That's where we'll have you guys kind of drop the blood puddles.
Do you want me to still get the droplets, or do you want me to taunt?
Grab the droplets. I'll just move them into the stuff.
Beware. Okay, so I'll just DPS what I want.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, where is the bloods? Oh, there's one.
Dwell not on loss. Focus on what remains. Pain, heed the words of the archivists, Rosuia. The staff requires both anima and wisdom to function.
Try to give you guys a little more room.
No, it'd be nice if I actually could measure that.
Even devourers serve the purpose. We will reclaim the anima they feed upon to empower the Lodestaff.
It's just a better version of what you're right.
Oh well.
Do a 10-pull just for you, Relax.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need a target. 3, 2, 1.
One moment, please.
History forgets far more than it remembers.
Oh, pull it on the attack. I'm pulling off him.
After this wind, we'll have the first group go. First group go. Second group.
Second going.
Second group go.
Welcome to the archive. What remains of it?
Go. Next group can go. That's group 4. After the wind, we'll have the last group. Last group.
Maybe just the tanking aspect. Could be.
Let us call upon the Archivist's echo.
We're keeping her in this one. We're not going to move her into the third.
Knowledge is nothing without understanding.
Don't be in front of her.
2, 1.
Yeah, everybody, this is so hard to do. What if I can, like, out-threat him, even though he has a... Nah, it's not gonna be possible. There's no way.
2, 1.
I'm at 87%. I might be able to do it. Just maybe. I might be able to. She only has 3% now. But I'm at 88%. That's catching up there.
Good job. Make sure you get in the beams or you're gonna die.
Alright, so...
Dark Soul finally got a weapon.
I want that ring. Everyone gets that ring.
I guess the first time I've gotten the ring.
If you don't want the ring, I'll take it.
Who that? Venom? I'll take
Yeah.
it. Anyone else doesn't matter. Roll. No.
Go ahead and give it to Val.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm not, like, I could have taken that. I really could have. But the thing is that the, I'm gonna be leaving the guild anyways. Right? So I don't want to hinder them as much as I am. I'm gonna be leaving this guild slowly. So that's my reasoning behind it. Again, I'm an asshole, but I'm not that huge of an asshole, I guess. I don't know. Should take it. I really should.
Tags are marked.
Trust in the purpose. Allow me.
Seek wisdom, but never covet it.
Gonna go to the X first. Stop at 5.
So far, I'm liking the Crusader things. I have to remember. I need a thing.
I don't have a target.
That was not my fault. I don't care.
Gonna stay here in the circle. Stop at 5.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do something damage. Did I even use my wings?
Stop in 5 after the snow lost.
Beware.
distance over there. We gotta move. Star.
Nothing I can do about that, guys.
It's too far away. I'm out of range.
Stomp. 3.
I need a target. 1.
Gonna go to Star. Just burn boss.
Oh, right, I want to prot.
Allow me.
Well, then again, it's not like I really like the weapon.
A secret is only as powerful as those who fear it.
Yeah, I wanted the X, but oh well. Don't matter about the gloves. I have the cloak. It's not worth wearing. I forgot.
Okay.
Son of a bitch. I meant to keep my. Fabernac. Okay. Whatever.
Wow, get it out.
Oh, you're fine. Just keep it.
It's too far away. Target. 3, 2, 1.
Liquefy soon. Get the ad down and then spread out. I got the far one over here by the console.
There's a bomb here. I'll take a res.
Right, I don't have that ability anymore.
1.
I will say this though, my thing charges much more faster. I actually like that.
2, 1.
Liquefy. Kill the ad. Spread out.
That was a really unlucky puddle fucking movement. Holy fuck.
The B-Res on him, Brian?
Yeah, get the heal up.
Smoke him if you got him. Second pots be great.
2, 1.
Adds up.
I'm out of range.
Get heal up in 7 seconds.
I need a target. I don't have a target.
Burn the ad quick and then get on the boss.
Excellent job, guys.
A little hairy at the end, but got lucky.
Damn you, never mind. You'll stop teasing me.
Have to make
something. No bow.
No shield, but... Wait, is this the same... Yeah, it is.
I don't have a target.
Power must always be tempered by wisdom.
Beam in 5.
Adversity It is will tragic
not impede the
that so many loyal archivists are no longer with us.
They served the purpose as intended, and their wisdom aids
Warriors?
us still. In time, you will understand.
Beam soon.
That was close off.
Gave me a heart attack, so.
Yep.
Darkness.
Push him, good.
Nah, we're gonna get it. Oh, no, we didn't either. Look at that. Good job, everybody.
It was that extra second I took to blink.
kill the star rad first when it comes up. Move to diamond. And circle. Surging in 2.
2, 1.
Let's position him back under the star area then. Actually, no, I'm sorry, we're gonna go circle again. Whoever was on circle, trap star.
3, 2, 1.
We'll go star first. Watch those puddles over there. Okay, we're into the last phase. Watch for the orb. Yep. Yeah, we'll put them right there. That's good. Orb's right under the boss. Tank, don't get that. Let somebody else get it. We'll kill the first person and then we'll CC the rest.
2, 1. Beware.
Out of the group, we got the circle run.
Beware.
Purple.
Darcel's got the thing.
CC the hunter in the back that's about to give MC.
I got it.
Oh, you got yourself, okay. Jesus, actually fucking do that?
I trapped BZ.
Oh.
Good job, guys.
I thought you trapped yourself. I was gonna say, holy shit. I'm impressed.
I'm impressed we killed it.
Wow, the mind control guys all die, huh? That's awesome.
And there you have it, everybody. That's actually went well today, surprisingly. It actually went well for the... I'm tired. It went well. I'm rather surprised by it. So, anyways, I'm still planning on leaving. These are just not my kind of people. I hope everybody had a good time watching the video, of the boss fights in particular. Yeah, I'm too tired to think of anything, to be honest. We went a little bit over.
Take your place at my side, mortal.
Cleared some trash. Trash.
Fueled by anima and guided by wisdom, the Lodestaff will lead its wielder to every relic the Archive has ever held.
I'll catch you guys
Our
later.
sacred purpose
And
shall
you guys can
continue.
find me on
Archivists of old, give unto the Lodestaff all of your knowledge. Though your echoes will be forever lost, your sacrifice shall never be forgotten.
Hey guys, what's up, man? Susan
Archivist
here, back with another video
Rojema.
for you. We've all been through it. We've leveled up all the way
Archivist
through max,
Roluda.
started gearing up, and the next step is raiding,
Archivist
or organized
Rokel.
PvP if you prefer that. Regardless, you need a guild.
Archivist
You can take to the
Roma.
forums, trade chat, word of mouth, or
And
you ask your friends and find a home that's
Archivist
right for you. That's what I
Rosanara.
did at least, way back in the
May
day.
my wisdom
Happy to say
provide
that people I
guidance
met
in our
15 years ago,
darkest
I still
hour.
talk to and
So
play with today.
Portia might once
Through my
again
guild,
witness the
myself
dawn.
and many others have built long-lasting friendships who wouldn't think possible through the ever-changing virtual world. But where my friends have lasted, my guild has not, and in the game's 15-year lifespan, we've all witnessed the rise and fall of thousands of guilds, whether they be on our server or high-profile professional raiding guilds. So, in this video, I thought it interesting to cover the biggest guild breakers in World of Warcraft, either for your entertainment or maybe a list of things to avoid for any aspiring guild leaders. The first thing that comes to mind for many of you, I'm sure, are raid bosses. Through the many raids in World of Warcraft, there have been a few so difficult or so frustrating that they not only wipe the raid, but also the entire guild. Some that come to mind for me would be the intro bosses, Razorgore and Velistraz in the Blackwing Lair raid. With the simple nature of raiding back in Classic, having a fight such as Razorgore that wasn't as simple as wait for 3 Sunders and Zerg was quite a challenge to a lot of people. And with Velistraz being a pretty tough gear check, many guilds who had conquered MC and thought they were the shit found out that they were just plain shit when the Blackwing Lair was released, and cracked under the pressure because they didn't have a hunter who knew how to kite. And who could forget the deadly ending trio of AQ40, and that's Huhuran, the Twin Emperors, and Cthulhu. Being an already challenging raid, these final 3 bosses were the 1-2-3 death punch to many guilds back then. Huhuran being an unforgiving resist fight that required you to farm level 40 dungeons, the Twin Emperors just being extremely unforgiving, a very mechanically complex fight to pull off at the time. You have to keep them separated or else they heal to full, and one only takes physical damage and the other magic damage, which was tricky because I thought warriors were the only tanks back then. Ah, screw it, just spam Battle Shout. And of course we have Cthulhu, who is deemed to be mathematically impossible to kill, even considering the best of the best gear for all 40 members with perfect play. And being before the age of multiple difficulty settings, if you couldn't beat it, you couldn't beat it. There was no alternative, and lack of progress broke any guild eventually. And the Burning Crusade, of course, hosted many excruciatingly difficult fights that remained unbeaten by 99% of the population until the inevitable nerfs came in. I could go through an entire list of raid bosses, but this is a subject that's been covered pretty thoroughly already, so instead I want to go outside of this realm and talk more about some of the lesser known guild killers of not only Classic, but the current game as well, and also include my personal experience having been in the same guild from the start of Vanilla to today, starting with the transition from 40-man raids to 25-man. It's 2007. Just over 2 years players have spent in the world of Azeroth, and they're ready for their next adventure into the Outland, a realm filled with demons of the Burning Legion and lorded over by Illidan Stormrage. Many new challenges await, including raids of course, and if you were there at the time, you couldn't wait. I was so excited, I think I spent all of my emotion for the rest of my life on launch, which is why I'm dead to the world today. But what's this? The grand scale of vanilla raiding scene had been pruned. No longer would we take 40 players into one raid, but rather just 25. An atmosphere of wonder and discovery was quickly dashed with the realization that there just weren't enough raiding spots to go around. A problem made worse with the fact that the first raid of the Burning Crusade, Karazhan, was sized for only 10 players, a meager fourth of the roster size designed in vanilla. Raiders, upon hitting level 70, were excited to explore new ground, only to discover that if they weren't part of the clique, they weren't part of the raid. My guild in particular had an A-team of officers who all started the raid as soon as they hit 70, leaving the rest of the guild to fend for themselves. They would take the best tanks, best healers, DPS, the main raid core for all of vanilla, while the rest of the peons were left empty-handed. It wasn't enough to break the guild, but it certainly left a sour taste in people's mouths, and led to many members leaving for greener pastures. And it was the same for many others. The subscription base of the game rose with the Burning Crusade expansion, but it seemed like half or less of the top raiding guilds coming out of vanilla would survive the initial pruning, depending solely on how the leadership handled the comparatively meager raiding roster. If the guild was to survive, smaller tight-knit cliques would form, and if it fell apart, from the ashes arose smaller guilds designed for the diminished raiding core. The Burning Crusade was the death of the Zerg guild. But as I said, it depended on the leadership. If it was good and people were treated fairly, everyone raided and they had a good time, which leads me to the next part of the list.
Healers, for God's sakes, look for the fucking 30-second fear warning, or when it says 5 seconds till fear, get out of fear range. You can heal the main tank from outside of the fear range. It's not hard.
Okay, listen the fuck up. You are going to DPS very, very slowly.
Are you fucking serious? You fucking oh my god. I'm fucking done. I'm done. I'm fucking leaving.
We have no reason to lose the main tank, and I am blaming you, because I blame myself. I can fucking do it. Everyone can do it. Do it right. This is bullshit.
Crush him was fair and serious.
Who the fuck was that? Crush him? What the fuck?
Seriously, if you say one more fucking word, you're out of the fucking raid, and I'm done with this shit. I'm trying to fucking help you. If you can honestly just shut the fuck up and let me talk, I will.
Don't play like you're just fucking going through the motions. You'll get your goddamn loot eventually. God damn it!
That's a fucking 50 DKP minus! What the fuck was that shit? If you stand in
We
the
all
right
know these
fucking
people.
place,
You give them a minute amount of power, no matter how meager it may be, and they turn into Genghis Khan, a destructive warlord who rules with an iron fist. Consider yourself warned, those foolish enough not to listen to his or her commands. If you don't comply, and with a smile on your face, your time in the guild will be short.
I mean, am I making myself clear? Is anybody upset by the fact that I'm pointing everybody out and saying that that was a piss poor fucking job? Is anybody want to oppose? Please step up now and tell me why I'm wrong, that was a shitty performance.
These are people who've lost grip that the World of Warcraft, at the end of the day, is a video game, and the relationship more resembles that of an employer and an employee than it does a guild, except you're not getting paid. You show up during these raiding times, you sit down, clear comms, and keep your mouth shut.
Let me get this straightforward to you, you stupid fucking idiot! Your healing fucking blows dog shit! I don't know how to
No
play
longer
more
is it an
straightforward than
environment of a bunch of friends cracking open some cold ones on a raid night and having a good time, but rather that of getting things done as fast as possible because no one can stand each other.
Now we're all gonna die up here. Nice job. Nice job. Everybody give the dumbass warlocks a fucking clap for not staying. For not listening to fucking simple ass motherfucking...
These guilds never last because, well, they're just not fun. I have a good example with my guild back in the day. I was in a semi-hardcore raiding guild in Classic. We did alright, typically hovering around number 2 or 3 for the server in progression, depending on the raid tier. We were never able to claim number 1 though. That belonged to a guild that we'll call Alpha for this video. They raided more than us. Typically we'd do 4 to 5 days a week, around 4-ish hours a night, so pretty demanding already. But Guild Alpha did 7 days a week and 8 hours a day, and not only that, the raiding environment was quite harsh. You pulled aggro and you made this fight take 4 seconds longer. I'm gonna have to write you up for this one. Worse, in our guild, we kicked up our feet a bit during raiding. Despite the demanding schedule, every raid night was genuinely fun to go to because we realized that it was a game at the end of the day, and we didn't take ourselves that seriously. Even though we weren't the best, and when the Burning Crusade launched we had our difficulties, Our guild ended up thriving, and for quite a while took the #1 spot for most of the Burning Crusade, whereas Guild Alpha broke apart shortly after the expansion's release.
Bitch, what you got?
Seek out knowledge
Guys, with your
wherever
badges.
you go.
When you're constantly walking on eggshells and are on the cutting edge for so long, eventually something's bound to break. Like I said, the raid size reduction really tested guilds back then, and only the strongest survived. And at the end of the day, even if you're ahead on progression, a tyrannical raiding environment in the long run makes for a weak guild, where any wipe or dispute has the potential to set off the self-destruct.
Who else wants it other than rogues? Because all the rogues can't go on it. Han, what are you doing?
Oh my god!
What the fuck?
Oh my god. I'm going to kill myself right now.
Ah, the ultimate guild breaker. Akin to money in real life, the bottom line in World of Warcraft has always been, and always will be, loot. It's at the forefront of nearly every activity in the game, current or classic. You raid for loot, dungeon, PvP, earn gold so you can buy it, level profession so you can craft it, or betray and use those around you so you can get it. It's why, with the previous point, you suffer through unfun raiding environments to obtain, and just like money, it really brings out the worst of people and will test any guild. Today, with the advent of personal loot, which was released in the Mists of Pandaria expansion, it is really not a big deal. You kill a boss, and each player has a chance to receive their own personal loot. However, up until then, the bosses only dropped a set amount of pieces, and it was up to the players to decide who gets what. The pressure has been lessened over time, like I said, through the combination of epics in general being easier to obtain, raid size reductions, different avenues of obtaining comparable pieces of loot. Loot drama is at its peak in Classic, since these raids are the primary means of gearing up. There's no badge system or currency to serve as an alternative to progress your character if you have a dry spell in the raiding scene. The loot drama has been something that people vastly underestimated with the re-release of Classic, and many guilds have already fallen victim to it.
What? Wait, what? Yikes, dude.
You of course have the corrupt leadership core, who uses the guild to gear up themselves. Another example I have is another guild who use the DKP system. Basically, you gain points for killing bosses, and you spend it on gear in a bid against your guildmates, usually seen as the quote fair way of dishing out the loot. Back in the day, there's a guild whom the officers went heavily negative into DKP because they asked favors for their members to pass for them, which they probably did to earn those sweet good boy points. So, going into the AQ40 raid, they were heavily in the red, and they made the mysterious decision to reset DKP across the board for every member, evening everyone out to 0. The reason being is it's a new raid tier, so therefore everyone should start off from square one, and for no other reason, of course. It's just by happenstance it just benefited the leadership the most. The thing that these tyrannical leaders don't realize before it's too late is that without the downtrodden members, they're kings of nothing. No matter how big they think themselves, they can't solo these raid bosses, and if people are consistently treated unfairly, they will leave. It's that simple. Case in point, the guild did clear through AQ40, even killing Cthulhu, which is really impressive back then. To finish AQ40 in vanilla, you had to have some serious dedication with some skilled members. But, like many others, they dissolved shortly thereafter due to the unfair environment. And I'm picking on the leaders here, but the members can be just as big of a problem. The things that people will do for loot is pretty gross, actually. To your face, they're your best friend, and then maybe you get something that they're after, and you hear later that they talk about you as if you're this heinous Disney-esque villain who stole what was rightfully theirs. Here's a little life tip for you. If someone is constantly trashing others in your presence, they're probably doing the same to you when you're not around. It's sort of like a high school drama, except it's even more sad when you realize that the primary audience of Classic are a bunch of aging 30-year-olds.
Because
it's my life, Tiny. You might not appreciate that. You might not
Why would you let it affect you like that? Why? It's a
my
game.
life. It is my life. You might not appreciate
it's a
it or
game.
understand, but this is what I do with my life.
These are what we like to call drama Andes, and again, it's more prolific in Classic it seems. I think it's true that there are people who need to have some sort of drama in their life to keep them going. They thrive on it, and it's certainly true in World of Warcraft.
And you're making out as if I'm going out of my way to insult you, which is not my intent. I'm trying to tell you I feel unprotected by you all.
Another personal example I can share with you are the old AQ40 mounts. Since the AQ40 rage is so large, Blizzard showed a bit of mercy and put on the loot table a selection of epic mounts that players could use, even if they didn't have the epic mount speed trained. That's all well and good, but uh-oh, they come in different colors. Green, yellow, blue, and red, and it just so happens that the red mount has a lower chance to drop than anything else. There's no difference in functionality between them, it's literally just the color. Well, the officers in our guild thought it appropriate that they would be the ones to receive the red mounts first. Okay, that's fine. It's a little childish and petty, I think, but who cares? Who could possibly make a big issue out of it? Oh god. Well, it was a big issue. There was a certain druid in our guild, someone who had been raiding with us since the beginning, who wasn't going to stand for this bullcorn. He went on a huge public rant in guild chat, ultimatums were given, and ultimately, he ended up leaving and took a friend or two with him, all because of a red tint to a mount that you can't even use outside of the raid. The whole situation was ridiculous. Now, were the officers completely innocent here? Probably not, but drama Andes like this, if you let them, will eventually break apart a guild. And it just so happens that this mount fiasco was a good method of rooting them out.
Okay, stop the noise. Let's get everybody up.
Oh, who looted the fucking gold?
The fate scribe.
Hachi?
He ninja.
What the fuck?
Darian, quit touching that chest.
Darian.
Han, what are you doing?
What the fuck? Hachi, what the fuck, dude? You're still in here, you piece of shit.
I'm going to kill myself right now. See ya.
Dude, what the fuck?
What an
Oh my god, I want to kill him. I want to fucking kill him.
Get a GM ticket this instant.
Boot him now.
Kick him out of the fucking guild.
You piece of shit! You piece of shit! I can't believe it. Oh my god.
Wow, man.
And he has my motherfucking gloves too.
I'm just disappointed in you. I don't care about the loot. I mean, honestly, you're such a fucking douchebag over a game.
And you of course have the classic ninja looting, where the power of the pixel is so strong that you're willing to steal to get what you want. Whether the guild was foolish enough to have it on the free-for-all setting, or maybe you're the GM and you loot something to yourself in a selfish manner, the Ninja Looter is a classic that spans across any MMO, not just World of Warcraft. Like the Cloud Song, for example.
But anyways, dude, Millie, if that's your name, I don't know if it is, you need to fucking calm down a little bit, dude.
I know you're part of the motherfuckers! You fucking stole my Cloud Song! If I ever find out where you live, I'm gonna fucking kill you!
Like I said, it's the bottom line in World of Warcraft. It's a representation of that player's perceived hard work and dedication, and some are willing to do just about anything to get it.
Dude, I want to kill this motherfucker.
Just like many others in this list, the likelihood of all of this drama is increased the earlier you go into the game's lifespan.
You don't fuck with me, dude. You just don't.
And it certainly has been, and certainly will continue to be, a guild breaker. Hey man, it's purple, okay? All of these things I've listed, at the very least, are in control of the players. Tyrannical leadership,
Who the fuck?
loot,
Oh my god!
What
the fuck?
oh my drama.
See the
Call
thing about
my
it, Retro?
emotions dramatizing? That's disgusting.
If you just act like a rational human, these are all avoidable, or at least tolerable, depending on the severity. You're willing to stick it out because the game overall is fun, right? Enter the Cataclysm expansion. The world of Azeroth has been remade. Having been scarred by the dragon, Deathwing, the World of Warcraft saw the most changes it ever has in its history at that point. The talent system reworked, spells now segregated between specializations, the looking for raid system. This is the age of modern World of Warcraft, and the beginning of the mass exodus of subscribers that the game still struggles to stymie today. Nothing breaks guilds quite like a massive hemorrhage of members, and where the game peaked in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, it was met with a slow but steady decline of subscriptions from this expansion onwards. My guild went through everything, all of vanilla, the insanity that was the raiding scene in the Burning Crusade. Many of these lists will bring up pre-nerf Sunwell, fights such as Muru or Brutalis, pre-nerf Kil'Thas, fights so extremely challenging that guilds created on launch day of vanilla disbanded over the extreme pressure and frustration of being unable to conquer.
GD move, GD move. GD. I mean, GD, but what's the problem? I mean, it's so easy!
My guild survived all of that and thrived all the way through the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, over 6 years of raiding. In Cataclysm, what did us in wasn't this unbeatable challenge. It wasn't toxic leadership or drama over loot. It was just an expansion that wasn't fun for us, and we weren't alone. I'm not going to go into the reasons why. You've probably heard it all by now. LFR mode, homogenized class balance, oversimplification of loot, RPG elements out the window, and some of the effects that started in Wrath started to take hold, such as heirloom items, dungeon finder, and too many difficulties in raiding. This isn't a rant on current World of Warcraft. The point is that slowly but surely, this guild that was hundreds strong started seeing more and more farewells in the forums as the last login timers in the list increased more and more, and never again would it recover because there simply wasn't a desire to keep playing by enough people. Thousands of guilds created on launch were in the same boat, and too many saw their end in Cataclysm, and the few that survived would dwindle further and further, climaxing in the Warlords of Draenor expansion, an expansion so bad that Blizzard stopped releasing subscription numbers. A funny bit of irony that the biggest guild breaker in World of Warcraft is World of Warcraft itself.
Farewell for now, mortals. We hope you enjoyed today's video. See you again soon.
This is a matter of some urgency.